Yeah, sporty greetings and welcome. Welcome. Is it up to 3? Yeah, I don't greet my people one time. Good to have you guys join me on this live stream again. I see Henry already asking me, where have you been, my brother? Guys, it's been crazy, I'm trying to go to Morocco, so putting everything together, chasing this fan idea and all of the visa issues is crazy, but hopefully I'm going to make it to Morocco for the Afcon. Shout out to everyone joining me. I've been talking to my guys on TikTok. They joined me first while I was trying to get ready to bring you guys on YouTube and Facebook, but I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Let's talk sports, the best of African sports, Don't forget, when you get into this live stream, the guys on TikTok, they've been doing a great job liking the live stream, following the page. Do the same on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Guys, we're going close to 13K. Yeah, I see the love every day. I go to the channel to have a look. Don't forget to engage with it. Like this video. Tell me where you're watching me from. Yeah, because I stay awake to do this just so my guys that are far away, that don't share the same time zone. So I want to know where you're watching me from. As we take a look at what we love talking. Let me reintroduce myself, just in case you're just finding my channel. On this streets, I'm proudly Austin. Yeah, and I like it. Proudly Austin. Everywhere on social media, that's the handle. Proudly Austin. So go look for me and follow my pages. Officially, I'm Austin OKON-AKPAN. For those of you who's been following my broadcasting career, I've covered 4 World Cups, about 3 Olympics, uncountable, international competitions. I've been to the Afcon about 4 or 5 times, I think. Yeah. So I know everything I come to talk about here. And I'm not just sports. It's sports, entertainment, and so much more. Welcome, guys. It's 4 more days. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more sleeps before the 2025 African Cup of Nations will kick off in Morocco. That's the best of African football. All the countries, they are now ready. They've released their squads. We've seen the teams that are serious. Countries are playing warm-up games. You saw Egypt versus Nigeria. That one will get us talking. What do you think? The Super Eagles lost by 2-1. Were there positives? What got you talking? But majority of you guys weren't pleased with the way they played that one. And I'm saying, calm down. It was just a warm-up match. Don't judge them with that one. Maybe there was something Coach Shell wanted to see, but it exposed some problems. Goalkeeping, defending, and a bit of, we didn't see blend, we didn't see them play with cohesion, but some sparks here and there, individual players, got you guys talking. My guys on TikTok believe that Chidera Ejuke had a great game. Some people also believe that Tochukwu Nadi had a good debut for the Super Eagles. What happened to Ebenezer? Samiro, all of these conversations I want to have tonight on the show. Before we get into it, let me get into what you guys are talking about. Henry, where you did since my brother? My brother, they here. See me for here. I they go here, there. I still they won't come there for my people. Yeah, I'm here, so much just happening, busy world of sports. We've got things we got to do during the day. As I said, I'm also planning to go to the African Cup of Nations in Morocco. So putting all of those together, sometimes I'm going to come on the live stream. I wanted to do the watch along between Egypt and Nigeria. I wanted to do it live, but things just come up. And with these live streams, you must create time for it. If you're coming live for 1 hour, you must create time for it for 1 hour. You don't want to be doing that unless something will come up. If it's 2 hours, so I just wait. Nights, when I know everything is sorted, I just come and I talk to my people. So thanks so much, Henry, for always looking out. When I drop the link, come in, let's talk about the Egypt-Nigeria match. That one will definitely get us talking. My guys on TikTok, I see you, Baba. Are you Efik or Ibibi? Of course. I'm Austin OKON-AKPAN. Proper Ibibio, man. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. And I'm proud about it, yeah. I'm Ibibio. Thanks so much for that question. Let's get into it. Jeffy, we're going to the World Cup by hook or crook. I don't know about that. I don't know what you mean by crook. But if you want to go to the World Cup, you should be going to the World Cup the right way, But hey, Nigeria, and this World Cup. I don't know, but it is what you sow, you reap. You know, I think we should just let it go. We should just face our reality. You know, we didn't do what we should have done to qualify for the World Cup. So all of these who can crook things, Jeff, here, it's not gonna work. You're watching from Texas. I like it. Guys, tell me where you're watching me from. I want to know where you're watching me from. Tell me. Alabaujo. I'm watching from Nashville, United States of America. Thanks so much for letting me know. My people on Facebook, talk to me. I see you guys. I'm watching everybody. I have devices all over me. So that thing is happening. I see people who are throwing me the DR Congo flag. It's all good. It's all good. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I like DR Congo. Just in case you guys don't know, I like DR Congo. I celebrate development. I like what the country is doing for their football. And it just goes to show that these days, it's not about that you have the name. You must show working, no be cha-cha-cha. You know, thank you so much. Okay, I see you. So he's watching. Is it Okedi or Ked or Ked? Anyway, so he's watching from Paris. Thank you so much. The beautiful city of Paris. See Paris and die. I love that city, you know. I can't wait to get back. Again, I was there for the Paris Olympics. Canute Jam, yeah, watching from Adelphi, Maryland. Where's Adelphi? Yeah, I think I know Maryland quite well, but I've never heard of Adelphi. Where is that? Thank you so much for joining. You know, Gabriel Agbakiti, please can you confirm if Nigeria is going to the World Cup? Not yet. Not yet. I don't want you to get off this live stream. You have to wait. I'll tell you everything you need to know about that World Cup brouhaha. Yeah, the shenanigans, the football politics. Just stay with me. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Okay, but DR Congo, I think they did just enough to be celebrated. So let's celebrate them at the moment. I need to take more comments. Where you're watching me from? Chisom, thanks so much. Watching from Bahrain. From Bahrain, I love it. Thank you so much. What time is it in Bahrain? Chisom, what time is it in Bahrain? Good. Gabriel, can you please come on? Good. I thought I took that comment. Why is that comment coming up? El Zamani Alade from Nigeria. Where in Nigeria are you watching me from? Gabriel, thanks. Watching from New Jersey. Jeffy, where is Victor Osimhen? Victor Osimhen joined the team. So they are complete in camp now, 28. Victor Osimhen is with the team. So they are ready. Watching from New Jersey, Real One to you. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep the comments coming. Keep it coming. TikTok, what's going on? I see you watching from Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, love my Canadian people. Thanks so much. Finsbury, please, what is your take on the defeats yesterday? We'll talk about it. Don't worry, we won't get into it. 3:27 a.m. in Bahrain. Are you around? You're awake watching me. Take electronic holder. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Taiwo is watching from Dublin. Thank you, Taiwo. I see you always show me love whenever I come on the live stream. Don't forget to like this video, guys. That's the least we can do. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on notifications. We're getting into serious mode for the Afcon. I don't want you guys to miss anything. Let me bring it up just so you know. It's a scroll now. I want you to watch it. Keep your eye on that scroll. 4 more days to go. I see the groups. So every day I'm reminding you of the groups. And I'm letting you know how Morocco is getting ready to host. They've said they want to give us the biggest, the best Africa Cup of Nations. And with the parameters they are setting with broadcasting, give it off to Morocco. They've done so much. Look, guys, nobody wins by luck again. It must be by design. It must be by system, structure. That's what we are missing in Nigeria, you know. So we must learn from these guys. Gabriel, I'm watching from Cambridgeshire. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Yeah, Cambridgeshire. It's a straight train. From where I stay, I can go to Cambridge to say hello to you. Thank you so much. Tunde, watching from Dallas. My guy is saying yo. Niggas up. I don't know what you're talking about. Games, where are you watching me from? I see Arabic in here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. No, we're not getting into comments yet. We're just staying with location. Tell me where you're watching me from. TikTok, guys. Let me talk to you guys now. Tell me where you're from. Congo'S, watching from UK, thank you so much. I see you. I need more comments on TikTok. Tell me where you watching. Where are you watching me from? I see love from TikTok. Watching from Nigeria, King Tifel. I see. Good. Nazi watching from Vancouver. Austin, pick up so I can speak and go to sleep. I'm not. You need to. If you want to talk to me, come on YouTube. On YouTube, I'm going to drop the link. You can join the conversation. We're going to review the Nigeria-Egypt match. That's what I'm going to do tonight with you guys. You just tell me your perspective and then I'll just moderate, you know. I love it when I listen to you guys. So let's get into the show tonight. What's going on as regards the Super Eagles? But before we get into the Super Eagles, join me because I have so much love and respect for this guy. Let's celebrate Ahmed Musa'S, who has finally called it quits on international football. Ahmed Musa'S announced his retirement. He had 111 games for Nigeria. He scored 18 goals. That's a legend right there. Give him his flowers. Scored 18 goals, 111 games. Afcon 2013 gold medal. Afcon 2010 bronze medal. Afcon 2023 silver medal. Made history at the FIFA World Cup. Let me tell you a short story. June 22nd, 2018, in Volgograd, in Russia, the Super Eagles, they were having their teamwork. It was my birthday, June 22nd, and I walked to Ahmed Musa'S. Nigeria was to play Iceland. Who remembers that game? Nigeria versus Iceland. And I walked to Ahmed Musa'S and I said, give me a goal today. Score me a goal. He said he will score 2. I'm not joking. He said, I'll give you 2 goals. I said, well, just dedicate one to me. Can you remember? Guys, tell me in the comment section if you remember. Tell me if you remember this story that I'm saying. June 22nd, 2018, Nigeria versus Iceland. Ahmed Musa'S shocked me. And right after that match, I was to interview him. And this is what he said to me. Listen.
Well, and you told me in the morning that it's your birthday, so I'm going to dedicate 1 goal for you.
Thank you very much. What does...
When I tell you guys that I've been there, done that, he said, you told me the morning that it's your birthday, so I dedicate 1 goal for you. Just in case you think I'm joking with this story, let me play it for you again. June 22nd, 2018, I walked up to Ahmed Musa'S because we were under pressure. We needed to win that game. We had just lost to Croatia. Was it Croatia? Yeah. We lost to Croatia, yeah, our first match, 1-0. So Nigeria was to play second game against Iceland, and Ahmed Musa'S gave us 2 lovely goals. I walked up to him. I said, give me a goal today. He said he would give me 2. After
Yeah, I feel very happy scoring the goal. And you told me in the morning that it's your birthday, so I'm going to dedicate 1 goal for you.
Thank you very much. What does...
He dedicated 1 goal to me. Stop playing. He said, Austin, you told me it was your birthday, so I dedicate 1 goal to you. I told you guys that. I've been there, done that in this industry, you know. So congratulations to Ahmed Musa'S. As captain of the Super Eagles, he has given us everything, you know, the legend of the game. He's doing his thing right there with Kano Pillars, general manager, and also a player, very passionate about football, has good European football experience. He also played in the Premier League with Leicester City. I like him a lot. I like Ahmed Musa'S, I'm not going to lie. He wrote a very emotional letter that he put out there. Let me see if I can I'm not going to read everything, but I'm just going to leave it there for you guys to feed your eyes on it, you know. Ahmed Musa'S, absolute legend. We're proud of him, you know, for everything. Football development in Nigeria. 111 appearances. That's no joke. That is no joke. And 18 goals. And I like how he started it. I remember covering Ahmed Musa'S at the Wafu B in 20 2009 or 2010, I need to go back. That's how far we've come with this football business in Nigeria. That's why when some people talk, like, what are you talking about? You know, that's the letter from Ahmed Musa saying goodbye. Dear Nigerians, dear Super Eagles family, after a lot of thought, I have decided to retire from international football, bringing to an end almost 15 years with the Super Eagles. 15 years. Wow, that's a lot right there. I'm sure it was chasing a record. Maybe Ahmed Musa wanted to play 120 games, you know, stopped at 111. From the very first call-up, wearing the green and white meant everything to me. I was just a young boy when the journey started. I remember being invited at the same time to the under-20 and under-23 and the Super Eagles. Record breaker, Ahmed Musa, record breaker. Yeah, player that scored the most goals for Nigeria at the World Cup was invited for under-20, under-23 and the Super Eagles. I was young, still learning, and always traveling, but I never complained. Whenever Nigeria called, I showed up. It was never something I had to think twice about. Football took me to many places around the world, but Nigeria was always home. Oh, Ahmed Musa. Playing 111 matches for my country is something I hold with deep respect. To become the most capped player in the history of Nigerian football is a great honor. Every time I wore the jersey, I understood the responsibility that came with it. I did my best to give everything I had, whether things were going well or not, because playing for Nigeria was always bigger than me. There are moments I will never forget. Winning the 2013 Afcon will always stand out. That team showed what it meant to play for Nigeria. Scoring at the World Cup against Argentina and Iceland are memories I will always carry with me. To score 4 goals at the World Cup and be Nigeria's highest goal scorer on that stage is something I'm truly grateful for. Being captain of the Super Eagles was another important part of my journey. Let's go to the next paragraph. And I'll just go towards the end. So just feed your eyes on it, you know, there's a lot of... Football gave me a career, but Nigeria gave me meaning. To my teammates over the years, the coaches, backroom staff, and administrators, thank you for believing in me. To the fans at home and abroad, in stadiums and in front of their TVs, the support meant more to me than you know. As I step away from international football, I do so with peace and gratitude. I know I gave my best. I know the Super Eagles will continue to move forward, and I know that this bond will never be broken. Once an Eagle, always an Eagle. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you for everything. Ahmed Musa, MON. Don't you like that story? I didn't read everything, but I'm sure you understand where it's coming from. So Ahmed Musa shared this on his page. I just hope we're not going to have a problem. Feed your eyes on the glorious career of Ahmed Musa, a legend of football in Nigeria.
This is the closing chapter of a journey few could ever imagine. From the sandy pitches of Jos to 111 appearances for Nigeria, his path was long, demanding, and breathtakingly beautiful. At just 17 years old, Musa was everywhere at once, shuttling between the under-20s, under-23s, and the Super Eagles. Football grew him fast, and soon it carried him into moments that would define generations. In 2013, the Super Eagles became champions of Africa. When that trophy was lifted in South Africa, Musa understood what it meant to belong to something bigger than himself. Then came 2014, Argentina. 2 goals, 1 night. The world learned his name. In 2018, against Iceland, history repeated itself. Those goals were never his alone. They belonged to every Nigerian who believed, prayed, and dreamed. When Ahmed Musa wore the captain's armband, it wasn't about noise or speeches. Leadership became service. At the 2023 Afcon in Ivory Coast, The mission was clear: to bring the trophy home again. Nigeria came close, painfully close. Football was cruel, but effort was unquestionable. And yet, there are no regrets. For 111 matches, Ahmed Musa gave everything, becoming the most capped Super Eagles player of all time. As he steps away from the pitch, one truth remains: he will always be a Super Eagle. This is not the end. This is legacy.
And indeed, it's legacy. When we say take a bow, take a bow, take a bow, take a bow, take a bow. Top player, fantastic, captain, fantastic. Ahmed Musa, you know I've got love for you. I appreciate you. I've sent him a message. I really hope you make that time to, come talk to us one of these days. Let's just celebrate him. A lot of you guys came for him. I think it just started so young. At 33, if he thinks that he can give something to the team, and he's giving his best, I think we could have just, given him a chance. But hey, he has played his part. Curtains down for Ahmed Musa. He will focus on Kano Pillars now. So congratulations once again, Ahmed Musa. We love you. We appreciate you for everything you've done for football in Nigeria. Let's get on with it now and talk about this, the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. It's the 35th edition. Nigeria is bidding to win the trophy for a record fourth time. Can they do it? Can they do it? That's the big question. Do we have the team? Does the team have the winning mentality? Can the Super Eagles go all the way with what you've seen so far from the World Cup qualifiers to current Super Eagles? Do they have the quality to win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations? That's the conversation I want to get into now. Yeah, before we get into it, let me show you the groups once again. It is scrolling, and I'm still showing you. For emphasis, Nigeria will be in Group C. They will go against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, the Cranes of Uganda, the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. On paper, it looks like it's easy. Hey, relax. Haven't we been here before? Haven't we seen stranger things in football? Didn't the Super Eagles struggle to beat Lesotho? Didn't they struggle to even beat Zimbabwe? Home and away, it was draw. Didn't they struggle? They didn't just struggle. They lost to Benin Republic, but hey, they did good enough, when they met, again. But they couldn't beat DR Congo. So tell me in the comment section, TikTok, tell me, with what you've seen, you're looking at the groups, can Nigeria beat these teams, move to the round of 16 and advance at the competition? Talk to me, TikTok. Talk to me, YouTube. Talk to me, Facebook. I want to know, can the Super Eagles do it? Do they have what it takes to do it? And after we've seen the list of players invited, let me bring that up, just in case you don't know. Feed your eyes on it now. List of players invited to execute Nigeria's mission at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. So when they played the friendly against Egypt and lost by 2-1, does it mean more worries? Feed your eyes on that picture. Does it mean more worries for the Super Eagles? With what you've seen so far, from the call-ups to the level of preparations, does it mean more worries for the Super Eagles? I just want to know. That's why I'm thinking, I'm asking that question. More worries for the Super Eagles. Talk to me, guys. I want to know. Or you're part of those who are saying, no, Austin, no problem. The coach is just trying something. It's just, doesn't want to put his tactics out there. He doesn't want people to know what's up. Is that what this is about? Is that what it's about? Talk to me. And then the game against Egypt. That's the results. They lost by 2-1. Sometimes in football, it's not about you losing. Not just football, sports. It is how you lost it. Yeah. Emphasis on how you lose a game. Not about you losing. That game finished 2-1. Let's get into that conversation now. First thing first, this is the lineup. These are the guys that started. Stanley Nwabali, for me, shouldn't have even started this game. He's your first choice goalkeeper. His place in the team is guaranteed. You have invited Francis Uzor. Ahmed Musa'S has always been there. Let's see two of them. Stanley Nwabali shouldn't have started. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comment section. Guys, tell me. We've gotten into serious business now. If you were Coach Eric Shea, would you have started Stanley Nwabali? His coach told us this guy is not yet fit. This guy is not yet ready. Would you have started Stanley Nwabali if you are the coach of the Super Eagles? Tell me on TikTok. Tell me on YouTube. Facebook, tell me. I just want to know. I'm going somewhere. If I say draw a lineup that will play Egypt, you have Stanley Nwabali, your first choice goalkeeper. You are bringing back Uzor to the team, and there is Ahmed Musa'S. Would you start Stanley Nwabali in a practice match? Because I'm going somewhere. So Stanley Nwabali was there. Bright Osai Samuel. Zaidu Sanusi. Ighobu. I like Ighobu. Guys, tell me, what do you think about his play? You watched him. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Waimeli. I'll come to your comments. Guys, tell me. Finsbury. Yes, it's good Stanley started. It showed he's okay to play. But did you see how he performed? Does he look like a player who is fit? Did you see his performance? And you don't want to put that sort of display of your first choice goalkeeper outside. It's not good for the team. Man can just sit on the bench and observe. Let us see those other two guys. Particularly if you're bringing Uzor. Let's see him. Let's know his quality. Let's see if he's ready. TJ say congrats on Nigeria's chance to World Cup. Where you guys getting this chance story to World Cup? Which World Cup? Nigerians, wake up, please. You guys should wake up. Which World Cup? Which chance? You guys don't even know what time it is. There's no chance, so you guys didn't prepare for World Cup. Leave people who prepared for World Cup to go to World Cup. Yeah. So Ighobu was there. Solid defender, I like him. Frank Onyeka, Fisayo Dele Bashiru. What do you guys think about Fisayo? What do you guys think about Fisayo? TJ, the Congo issue. The Congo issue, TJ. King Tife, for me, I don't know. Others thought he doesn't deserve to wear the jersey. No, Stanley Nwabali does deserve to wear the jersey. He's our first choice goalkeeper. Nobody comes close. Easy peasy. He's our first choice goalkeeper. But what I'm saying is, yeah, Fisayo and Abola. But guys, tell me, now you've seen the lineup, start rating them. Rate their performance, please. Because that's what I'm coming to. I just want to know. Yeah, Sai is suspect. That's why I'm glad that we have Ryan Alebioshu. Dele Bashiru did good. Wadike. Again, Paul Onuachu. You guys have seen it now. Paul Onuachu. I keep telling you guys. Because when I talk, you will, Austin doesn't like this player. Austin, no. Club form is not national team form. Club football is in national team football. We must know this and have peace. Club football is not national team football. Chidoziem Awaziem. What do you guys think? He was the captain of the team for that match. Chidera Ejuke. You guys on TikTok, give Chidera Ejuke some, good thumbs up. Yeah. TJ, you're saying it again. True. Yeah. Paul should be benched. Definitely. If Osimhen is playing, he won't be playing. TGV. So Nigeria qualified to the World Cup. Keep dreaming. Of course not. Nigeria didn't qualify to the World Cup. Yeah. So I want more comments as regards this lineup against Egypt. Let's talk about it. Adam Ebenezer Akinsamiro. Akinsamiro was there. We've seen it. So that's the lineup. Let me stop us scrolling so you guys get to see it properly. So that's the lineup, and then you see the substitutes. I just want to get into it just so I say the right things. The substitution that Coach Eric Shell made in that game. I know he made about, let me see, I think it was about 5 substitution. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he made 5 changes. Ademola Lookman replaced Ralph Onyedika. Yeah, that's the name they misspelled. Onyedika, I said Wadike. So Ralph Onyedika. Guys, what do you guys think about Ralph Onyedika? Because I've always been calling. I thought he was decent. I thought Ralph Onyedika was decent. But you guys tell me. Tell me Ralph Onyedika, please. I want to know. What do you guys think about Ralph Onyedika? Why Millie? What do you think? TJ, Ralph Onyedika in that game. Augustine, please, have you heard from Maduka? No, they are keeping quiet again about Maduka Okoye. It's deep, but don't worry, it will come out. There's nothing hidden forever. It's going to come out. So yeah, the substitution, Ademola Lookman came in. What do you think about Ademola Lookman? Obasogie also came in, replaced Stanley Nwabali. I'll show you the goals they conceded. Bruno Yemachi replaced Zaidu Sanusi. Cyril Dessas came on for Akinsomi Rebeniza. And then the last change was Semi Ajayi coming on for Awaziem. So what do you guys think? Who did, tell me guys, who did, what's his name? The young midfielder, Tochukwu Nadi. Who did Tochukwu Nadi come on for? Some say he had a nice game. He had this. Who did Tochukwu Nadi replace? Tell me. Skips me now. Anyway, so that's the lineup. That's the lineup. I've watched the highlights over and over and over again. First, give it up to the Egyptian. They were more coordinated. They were organized. They understood what they wanted to do with that. And then with the errors that we gave, it made them, execute their game plan so well. So, let's get into the conversation. Let's have a look at this first goal. Have a look at this first goal. I'll take it back again. Walk with me. What was Stanley Nwabali thinking there? Where were the defenders? Where were the defenders? Who was following Seba? Nobody. This was Chidozie Awaziem's equalizer. After they showed good instincts in the box, to follow the play. But it is just this second Egypt goal that got me pissed. I struggled to blame the goalkeeper, and I'll tell you why. Let's see it. Mustafa Mohamed in the 53rd minute. Now watch. Brought it back. It was an error. He shoots. Now at the time, Mohamed was slipped. Well, what was that defender thinking? You guys have argued that he was off. I don't think he was, because he left the ball. That was really smart of Mustafa Mohamed. The ball came, he left it for his player to pick it up. So there was no way you call that off. Watch it again. Let's watch it again. This first goal. Look at Stanley Nwabali. Look at the defenders. That is my worry. That is my worry. The defense was all over the place. All over the place. And now we don't have a big name like William Troost Ekong. So if we're going to really play Awaziem, I agree with some of the comments I'm seeing. Awaziem must show leadership. If he's to play with Calvin Bassey, we must see leadership. So that's why you would understand why I'm asking that question. More worries? Is it more worries for the Super Eagles? Tell me, Finsbury, I'm so scared for Nigeria in this Afcon. I'm not scared. It's football. Anything can happen. TJ, that was him, our new captain. Oh, but you know, he was captain for that friendly game. It's not your new captain. They've not announced. But it's part of the old guys in the team. Awaziem is not young in the team. Moses Simon. Wilfred Ndidi. Alex Iwobi. And I think Osimhen comes next. So you've seen the highlights. I've shown you the highlights. So tell me, with what you've seen, what do you think? What do you think? I want to talk about it now. What do you think? TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Let's talk about it. I started with Wabali. And I said what I said, that if I was the coach, I won't start him. I don't see any reason why Wabali starting that game. I want to go to the very beginning. You know me, I read everybody's comments. I do the show for you guys. At Zico, Ahmed Musa'S relying on the quarter system to get into the Afcon team, but Eric Shell disappointed him. Well, it's all good. You're watching from Bedford. Nice, Bedford. I know Bedford. I come to Bedford a lot. Afi Zola. That reminds me, France 1998, when Nigeria wanted to play against Denmark. When we've not played Denmark, we're thinking of Brazil. I hope to see my Nigeria in the World Cup. Oh, how do you want to see them at the World Cup? They're not coming. They're not going to the World Cup. The Cup, bro. No World Cup for Nigeria. I'll explain. I just want to bring out, let me see if I can see it. Yeah, no World Cup for Nigeria. Henry Gege was a great guy for us. I mean, you're talking about Ahmed Musa'S. Okay, I remember clearly. I'm sure you're talking about 2018. What a memory. Yeah, I will never forget it. Also, it's one of the, hallmark of my career. Ahmed Musa'S dedicating a goal to me. I love it. Salam alaikum. Thank you so much. Victor Oguntayo. Good evening, Austin. Victor Oguntayo watching from London. London in the building. Welcome. Afiz Zola from Facebook. Thanks so much. I see you. Afiz, a big congratulations to Mr. Musa. Why mainly the coach tactics must be tight. Yeah, must be right. I totally agree with you. I mean, all I saw yesterday were wingers not working well with strikers. They were not coordinated. You see, that's what I'm saying. And we don't have time. The Afcon is here already. So we might just, at the end of the day, stay with the players that we know. TikTok guys, they say you guys are going off soon. We're not liking the page. TikTok is inactive. We need to like the page. TikTok, like the page, or you're gonna lose the live stream. You're gonna lose the live stream. TikTok, you're gonna lose the live stream. They want you to like the page, or we're going to go off. Yeah, TikTok, let's go. TikTok, we need to get busy. Like the live stream. Okay, all I saw yesterday were wingers not working well with the strikers. I see. I totally agree. You have a 6-feet striker and no long balls. So why are you playing the tall guy? If you know you're not going to be sending him the long balls, find a formation for him, or don't invite him, because they will keep making Paul Onuachu look weak in the Super Eagles. That's just the truth. You must find a way to walk around him when he's playing. Otherwise, it will look so ineffective. Watching Wabali yesterday is not fit, though. I totally agree. I said it. Wabali is not fit, guys. I also feel Osai is secretly injured. He couldn't run and defend. Well, on that, I can't really say. It was a practice match. They need to calm down, take it one step at a time. And then from there, it's one step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah, bro, the Egyptians are very rough. If they play what they did yesterday in Morocco, they will be issued cards. Well, I I don't think they were. They were just more compact and they understood their game plan. Size suspect too slow. Tunde, thank you so much. Defense is missing leadership. Yeah, not just defense, midfield, striker, everywhere. Defense with no leadership will break. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tom Oni, you're watching from Lagos. Thanks so much, Tom, for watching. Really, I don't know what tactics the coach is using, but if no long balls to Paul, it's just waste of time. I got a press statement from the Nigeria Football Federation. Let me see if I can read it, because I was also wondering I'm not big on tactics. First thing first, let me put it out there. But if you're playing football, let's know if it's a 4-4-2, if it's a 4-3-3, and let the play show it. Not that you come out with a particular style, and then next thing we're not just understanding what's going on. So the press statement said Nigeria started with an unusual 3-5-2. 3-5-2. But I did not see an effective midfield. Do you guys agree? Was it 3-5-2? Those people who are big on tactics and formation. TJ, make them check that Egypt team. Well. Give me a minute. Let me see this comment. For ineligible players, are you serious? You see, TJ say it was 4-4-2. They say it was 3-5-2 formation for the first time under Eric Schell. Let me see. In the second half, they now changed to 4-4-2. I like the switch when coaches do the switch and all of that with football. You know, after you've looked at it, you've read the game, you can now do the switch. But I'm just saying that your players must understand the tactics, because execution matters. Execution is everything. If you're playing tactics that the players don't know, you can't go on the pitch and experiment tactics. You're going on the pitch to execute, to let your opponent know that you guys have trained as a team and this is the tactics and formation that will finish you. Why do you think Ruben Amorim, Manchester United's manager, why do you think he's adamant about his tactics? The man just wants to stay with what he knows. He's adamant. He's not listening to anybody. You can talk. You're wasting your time. Yeah, so we must be clear about our tactics. We must define our football. I see they do very well with the pressing when they don't have the ball. That was part of what helped them against Gabon, the pressing game. I think that's Eric Schell's, game project that he's always talking about. But when you have the ball, use it. Suck pressure. Let the opponent know that you're playing purposeful football. That is very, very important, So, yeah, that was the formation that they use, and an information that you guys can use. The Super Eagles will fly to Fez on Thursday, which is tomorrow, aboard a chartered flight for their Group C encounters against Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda in that order. So, yeah. So they will leave for Fez on Thursday, and I'll join them on Sunday. So that's it. Let me see. Taiwo, Paul Onuachu is a good player, but we aren't playing to his strength. Very important, and ability also. In fact, there is no strategy nor system in the team for a while now. Individual brilliance is what we depend on, and Osimhen's strength. I agree. I hate when coach. Look, Ademola Lookman is versatile. I'm not going to blame the coach. But there's just something about him lately. I think it's mental. He needs to really sort himself. He needs to be happy with his club. He needs to understand that he is a pivotal member of the Super Eagles. And then we'll start seeing Ademola Lookman do his thing again. Otherwise, he will continue to struggle. He's a fantastic player. He is a fantastic player. But he has not shown that under Eric Schell. Sunday, Ralph was slow and was not active. Are you sure? Guys, do you agree? Ralph was slow? I don't think so. I was saying the same thing. Yeah, the guy is too slow. And his transition to attack is way too predictable. Tochukwu Nadi plays better. I'll soon get to Tochukwu Nadi. Talk about him. He did just well. Onyedika has passion, but he needs to be played in the right position. So is Ahmed Musa'S just retiring? Yes, why not? He's just 33. He's just retiring. Siri should not be in Afcon. I think Cyril Dessers is intelligent. I think we can use him. But again, it's just something about the team still finding a way to play as a team. And that's Eric Shell's business, He needs to find a way to pump. Like when you see guys who know what they are going for and they come out, maybe also what they've been through, and then this NFF and the way they misbehave freely. My people, the problems are enormous, enormous. Sugar Zadi. Clearly Wabali is not fit. They shouldn't have played him. Tunde Zaidu is always playing back to the defense, not good for the team. I mean, watching Cyril play was painful. Why are you talking? Why Nigerians like this? World Cup, we lost already. Nadi came on after Frank Oyeka left. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he showed it. Showed his potentials. Showed it. He needs to make sure the goal is ready, so I would play him as well. Sugar Zadi. Wabali is not fit. Look at his movement. Yeah. So our boys did not look bad against Egypt. Stanley Wabali should not have been called up in the first place. What are you talking about? Tom, who should have been called up? You will not call up Stanley Wabali, your first choice goalkeeper? No, come on. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Our central defense must be Calvin Bassey and Igor Buchido. There was a strike of players. Okay, we'll see. Loads of comments. I'll come back to them. I want to talk about Tochukwu Nadi. Taiwo, no remedy again, but how exactly did Usman Mohammed get that call up when there are players like Onuchi Ogbelu, Anthony Davis, David Moses, Crisantos Ochirun, Daniel Daga? So, I've said when coaches call players, all we need to do is to support those players. That's just all we need to do. So, yeah. Thank you so much. TikTok, let's get the page busy again. Let's get the likes to 10K. Let's get it active, TikTok. Please. Why was Shell giving a yellow card yesterday? Yeah, because he was contesting with the referee. He contested the decision and must have said something that the coach didn't like, and so that the referee didn't like. So they gave him a yellow card. He needs to calm down. Yeah. I will not put my money on this team, Stanley. Why now? Why you not believing in your team? Nadi was better than Onyedika. I think Tochukwu Nadi has got something, He's got something going, but I doubt they would want to play him. These players, as I said, 95% is sense. You want to play people who would play with the guys. Like Ebenezer Akinsamiro, we talked about it, and he got an opportunity, and he didn't show us anything. So Tochukwu Nadi was very good positional play, held the ball so well, showed intent, think he covered his grounds properly. I think he was confident in himself that he needed to, take this chance. And I saw that interview he did with the Super Eagles media team. He said they expect this call-up to come this soon, but he's here now and he will make it count. Let's listen to him.
My name is Tochukwu Nadi, player from Zute Waragem and a player of the Super Eagles. I was on call with my dad because the first list came out and it was a preliminary list. So my dad called me to ask me if I'm going to Morocco or not. And I'm like, I don't know yet. I have to wait for the final list. So I was on call with him and a friend texted me on Instagram to wish me congratulations. Then I screamed, I'm like, Dad, I'm going to the Afcon So I was happy, my family was happy as well. It's a dream come true. I was young and I'm always dreaming to be in the national team one day. I played in the under 20 and now I'm in the Super Eagles. Though I was not expecting it to be too soon, but now I'm here and yeah, I'm happy. I was looking up to Kano Wanko and I was also looking up to Wilfred Ndidi and Onyeka, also Onyedikachi, because I'm in Belgium and he's also in Belgium, so those are the players that I look up to. I'm from Imo State and I grew up there. I was in Campus Football Academy, but now it's a club because they played, I think, Class 2 season in the NNL or something like that. So yeah, it helped me a lot. It's an academy where you get to work hard every day. It's not just on the ball, but you have to do a lot of work outside the pitch. They try to monitor you as well, doing your schools and everything. So yeah, it helped me a lot. I'm inspired by the passion and the love football. Getting to work hard every day, it's just an inspiration that I get from my childhood when I was young, and also looking up to players like Cristiano Ronaldo, what they put out there, the interviews we see and everything. So I get to understand that they work hard a lot and it takes a lot to be in this level. So I just work hard and yeah, I know being in the national team comes with a lot of pressure because I come from a country where there are 2 billion people, I don't know. So playing for them, I know it's heavy, but I'm here to show my quality, fight for the team, and I hope we win the Afcon.
Yeah, so that's one of the newbies, Tochukwu Nadi. I'm proud of him. What do you guys think with his performance against Egypt? Is his place in the team solidified? If you have your way, will you always play Tochukwu Nadi? And if you were to play Tochukwu Nadi, don't forget he's a midfielder. How are you going to use him? There's Frank Onyeka, there's Wilfred Ndidi, there's Raphael Onyedika. What place does he have? And if Coach Eric still wants to do the 3-5-2, there is Alex Iwobi. But with what you've seen, you've listened to him to talk about his passion and everything, does he have a place in the Super Eagles? That's the conversation I want us to have. Let's talk about Tochukwu Nadi. I like him. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was really impressive. He really shocked me with his performance. Yes, it was a friendly game, but it showed that purpose that I'm talking about, It showed that purpose. And I think he will keep getting better. Plays his football with Zulte Waregem right there in Belgium. Set the record straight. My head was thinking last season when they were still in Division 2. And someone came for me on YouTube. Did you say Zulte Waregem is in Division 2? No, they gained promotion. Top flight football. Good for his career. I would just hope that he keeps getting better as a player, because truth is we need more legs in that midfield. We need more competition in that midfield. So does Tochukwu Nadi fit into it? Guys, have in mind that it was a friendly game. Let's not forget that. It was not just a friendly, it was a practice match. So, but does Tochukwu Nadi have what it takes to break into the Super Eagles midfield? Did he impress you enough to say, okay, I think we now have somebody that we can look up to? Did he impress you enough? That's what I want. I just want to understand. I've been hearing you guys say good things about him. Okay, let me put it this way. You think, in what ways can he improve? With what you saw of his game, in what ways can Tochukwu Nadi improve? Played at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in 2023 under Coach Ladan Boso. That's him right there. Plays his football with Zulte Waregem in Belgium. I just want to understand how you guys see Tochukwu Nadi. Yeah. Sydney Bokwe. Nadi will come in to help the team to hold the midfield, to close games. He really held it yesterday. I thought so too. It was really impressive. It was impressive. TikTok guys, what do you think? Tochukwu Nadi. What do you think? Lolly 209. Tochukwu played well. He made a good first impression. I won't start him right now, but he might be a good bench option. I totally agree with you. But I'm after who he will play with. If he's on the pitch, who do you think? Because you see, when you're dealing with these senior players, don't forget that they know themselves too much and they are comfortable. If I've played with you, I want to see you. A Wilfred Ndidi will be comfortable when he turns around and he sees Frank Onyeka. Semi Ajayi probably comfortable when he sees Calvin Bassey. So who can inspire Tochukwu Nadi? I'm just trying to see something. Who can inspire him? I like that comment, Lolly. Thank you so much. Sugar Zaddy. Ndidi can't deliver in back-to-back games. Me thinks Nadi can fit in with Iwobi, Frank, and Akin Samiro. Akin Samiro again didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game, so people are already saying stuff on Facebook. Ogba Home Base, thank you for the update. Thank you too. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're doing this for the love of the game. He needs to be decisive with his attacking transition. That's a good way he can improve. I appreciate that. Kanute is justified in his inclusion. Azi, we need to see more. But shout out to Tochukwu Nadi. This he got us talking, and I like it. And it's a breath of fresh air, because our football is in a place where we should start seeing the future now. It's very, very important. Unfortunately, this set of Victor Osimhen, Taiwo Awoniyi, and everything, unfortunately, they might not be going to the World Cup till they quit. So why I'm asking this question is because when you take a look at the 5 guys invited, maybe if you take out, you guys, criticize the inclusion of Mohamed Usman. But I think we should start, I don't know how to put it, next 4 years, we should have an idea of the sort of young stars that should be in the team, and we should start seeing their quality now. I think that's really, really important. Yeah. Taiwo Prime Ndidi can inspire Tochukwu Nadi. Good, true. Ndidi back then was one of the best APM midfielders. Sydney Bokwe, I observed yesterday, many times Lookman had the ball, he didn't pass to him because he was not sure. But as the game went, Lookman started coming in with him. Nadi will help Ndidi to You've just said it all. Sydney, thank you for this comment. You've said it all. But Nadi, I think the big occasion didn't swallow him. I'm sure he saw what happened to Ebenezer Akinsamiro. That's why I said sometimes starting from the bench is a blessing. It helps you take a look at the game. It inspires confidence. You can now see those holes and tell yourself that when you get in, you are going to plug them. That is where you make a difference. I think that's what he did. He had a good read of the game. Yeah, that's why I wanted to just, bring him out. And after watching his interview, the way he talked about his passion, how he started, you can tell that this call-up has really inspired him. It's really good for his career. Just give me a minute. He was trying to. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good one. So I see a future midfield of Nuche, Victor, Daniel Daga. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I would have loved to see Durosimi in this team. Philip Otele. I thought those guys, yeah. Who is Akinsumi? The more Nadi gains confidence in the team ethics, he can join the attack through. Henry, who is Akinsumi? Who is that? Akinsamiro, you mean? Ebenezer played, started the game, but I don't think he gave us the sort of game we wanted to see from him. But it's all good. I understand what he would have gone through. But he's still a top guy. No disrespect. He's still a top player. National team football is in the same thing as, club football. He will take his time. He will get into it. I like him. He's a top guy. I think he still has something. So that's what I'm saying. I like what is happening. Nadi and Akin Samiro joining this team, I think it's a big blessing for national team football. Okay, he's giving same vibe like Fredericks. Is he Fredericks? See? Okay. We'll see. So, let's talk about game management. What do you guys think about Eric Schell and the way he makes substitution? Does it inspire confidence? Does it say that he knows the game? Does he read it properly? Judging from the World Cup qualifiers to the playoffs and this game against Egypt, the sort of substitution Coach Eric Schell makes. Let's talk about that one. That's something I want to also know. Yeah. NFF should make sure we get to Cap Honest, Coyote. You can't say NFF should make sure. You can't. It's up to the players. It's this. You guys, look. If you leave us, Bukayo Saka will be playing for Nigeria. But have you got system? Have you got structures? What's your football back home? Did you see the balls that they are still using? You guys, look, if you leave these guys, they love when they don't get a chance to play for England. If you leave them, they want to play for Nigeria. That's the truth, but we are not serious. What are they seriously? What would they be coming to? What would they be coming to? Tell me. Same old same now. And we just don't care. Our anyhowness. So all of these guys, they want to come to where they are sure that what they are coming to meet will match what they are used to in Europe. That's just what's up. If it doesn't match it, why do you think they struggle to play at home? You think the stadium in New York is the standard? Stadium in New York is not the standard now. They just play there because that's all we have. You're going to bring guys in Europe. You should have Europe standard in your country. You don't have Europe standard. You're just going to be punishing the guys. When you tell them these things, they don't get it. It's serious business. You're bringing guys who are playing in Europe, and then you're bringing them to a field that they will just manage. The ball behavior isn't the same. These guys are going to come here and they will struggle. So honestly, I haven't been inspired by Coach Eric Schell. From his selection, submission strategy, substitution. Once Osimhen is in the game, we become so lost. He plays players out of position. So Taiwo, bottom line, Eric Schell is not your type of coach. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you are saying? Eric Schell is not your type of coach. Interesting. I see. But he hasn't done badly. Just reflecting on this, your comment, Eric Shell hasn't done badly, but it was just unfortunate that he took the job at the very wrong time. I think if we had Eric Shell from the start, we definitely would have been at the World Cup. Definitely. That one I know. Would have been at the World Cup. So Bobby Kenna with subs, Shell is better than Pizarro. Shell knows the game, but don't have the midfield players, good midfield players to bring all his vision to life. Well, is that not a problem in itself? At Nigeria being Nigeria, why are we having midfield problems? And if we are still having midfield problems, why are we not questioning the current ones that are there or stop them from playing so that we can go and get people who can come and solve the midfield problems? Man, big problem. Big problem. Big problem. Coming, I'm just trying to get this out. Henry, do we have a structure? One would be happy to play for a country. Exactly. 100%. You know, do you know how many of these guys they talk to in the background? You know, they talk to their parents. When they go and meet the boys, they say no. No. They see what happens in Nigeria. They hear about players are not being paid. How do you think they just want to come and play for Nigeria? We need to get our acts right. We need to put our football in order. We need to be professional. We need to invest in infrastructure. We need to do more for players' welfare. Put national insurance into it. Treat this thing like serious. Oh man, I might not sound like a broken record every time I talk about this same thing over and over again. And these guys, they just don't. I say it on Channels TV. I come on my live stream. I say it, and these guys just don't care. They don't care. I expected Shell, Sidney Bokwe, I expected Shell to make a change for the right back. I was surprised it didn't. Test the young boy. Exactly. I think he was looking more at his defensive and midfield option because the attack is obvious. That Egypt game, just use it to experiment. Even if they are going to lose 5-0, use it to know what this one can do, what this one cannot do. Change players, put your formation into proper work, make your vision clearer. That's what you do with practice matches. But yeah, that's what I didn't see. Yeah, fortunately. But overall, guys, I like Eric Shell. I think the players like him too. I think they are also playing for him, you know, but it's just that we do not have the time to experiment. We do not have the time to say, oh, we forgive you if something goes wrong, because at the moment our football is just in a place where we just want to win. We just want to see results, you know. And that's why right away when we called Ebenezer Akinsomiru, we just wanted him to understand that, guy, everything you are doing in that your club in Pisa, you have to come and do it in the national team. You know, there's no chance to start giving people an opportunity to say you want to come and relax, you want to come and... That's why in a way, Tochukwu Nadi now got an opportunity, he took it. But I think Akinsomiru, the occasion was just big for him. And everybody does have their bad day. But I like him. He's been talking about he joined the team also and what he hopes to get playing for the Super Eagles. Let's listen to him.
Bar professionally.
Yeah. I know how to bar.
You know how to bar?
Yeah. Orúkọ mi ni Akinsomiru Ebenezer, ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù fún Pisa, SC àti fún Super Eagles. I was not even expecting it, to be honest. Like, I'm not expecting it. So, because I was first call up, like doing the qualifier for the World Cup. I was called up, then I got injured. So when they called me up, when I just see the invitation, like, to be honest, like, I called like someone who is closer to me, then I start to cry, you know, because it has been my dream for so long. I've been like trying to play for national team for so long, since under 17, under 20. I think like then maybe I'm not good enough, you know. So, but I just feel like maybe when I keep on pushing and give all my possible best, maybe one day I'll be called up to a national team. To be honest, I don't really watch football like that because, where I grew up, you have to pay before you can watch games. So we are not allowed when I was young, so we couldn't have the chance to like watch games. So I love to play football, but I didn't watch football a lot. But when I was like growing up, like making it serious about I want to become a footballer. Yeah, I love like watching. Like I will do watch him like on YouTube, which is Mikalubi, and I like the way he plays. Like from the under 20 World Cup, like I like the way he plays. I also a coacher like. Oh, I only watch these people on YouTube, their highlights, to be honest, and I love them. What inspired me is people around me, like my dad, my brothers. Both of them they play football when they were young, and my dad also played football. And then I chose to play, but there was a time like I was like, football is not like it's not like something in it's not like something like it's like 100% you will like make it from it. So I have to like learn a work. So I quit football for some months, years like this. Then I have to like, oh, let me learn a barbing work like this. But my dad, my brothers really inspired me to become a football player.
So
So that's Super Eagles midfielder Ebenezer Akinsamiro. You guys listened to him. Talked about the things that inspires him. His dad played football. His brother played football. Let's talk about Ebenezer Akinsamiro. How did you rate him in that game against Egypt? Talk to me about Ebenezer Akinsamiro. Nigeria lost 2-1 to Egypt in an international friendly game. It's built up to the Afcon. Ebenezer Akinsamiro, one of the newbies. There are 5 new players in this team. Eric Shell called up to the Afcon. Ebenezer Akinsamiro is one of them. Did he impress you? Let's talk about Ebenezer Akinsamiro, and then I'll open up the live stream for you guys to join. Just click on the link when you see it and join, and then we're going to have fun, talking about, because I just want to, really look at the team before the AFCON, commences. So Ebenezer Akinsamiro, we all like him. We talked about him. We expect so much from him. But with what you saw against Egypt, has that changed your perspective about the player? Do you think what do you think was he nervous? Was the occasion too big for him? Because I expected so much from him. I won't lie. I think that's just what was wrong with me. I was part of those who maybe was Shola. Shola kept saying Ebenezer. I had to go do a lot of research on him so that he was a decent guy. His numbers aren't bad. Good midfielder, comes with a lot of versatility. Can play as an attacking midfielder. Can play as a right winger. Can play central midfield. So I thought, okay, this guy is solid. We can do one or two things with this guy. But after the game against Egypt, are you questioning Ebenezer's quality? That's him right there. Plays his football with Pisa SC in the Italian Serie A. Welcome to everyone joining on TikTok. I see you guys. I appreciate you. Don't forget to, follow the page, like the video. Facebook, do the same thing too also, please. Like the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on notifications. Thank you so much to everyone dropping comments. I appreciate you. I'm just taking a look at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. We're counting down. It's now 4 days, 4 more days to go. Morocco will be hosting the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They are hoping to win the title for a record 4th time. The Nigeria Football Federation have given Eric Shell and his team a target to reach the final. Is that a realistic target, guys? Let's be sincere. Telling Eric Shell that they need to get to the final. Is it realistic? With everything that we've seen of our football, that they should get to the final. Is that realistic? I want to know because I've heard so much about that target. Both Eric Sheller and Amorim have given me IBP this year. Well, I understand. Europe standard with NFF that eat up even money that they're getting and don't want to be accountable. That's the point. We have to find a way to change it. Bobby Kenda, grassroots football is dead. It's not magic. I agree. Thanks so much, Osas, for your comments from Facebook. This has always been our system. It's high time we develop our local league and stop over depending on foreign-based rejected players. That's it. And the fact that we keep depending on these foreign-based players, the NFF will not do anything to develop football back home. That is the bane of our problem. That is the root cause of everything our football is going through. That we abandoned building our home and I will now run to countries that have systems and structures and go and be borrowing players that come from that system. Thank you so much, Osas. That's a valuable comment right there. Sideways, that time will start fading away from midfield of OKON-AKPAN. That I agree also. I saw the new Bayelsa Stadium project and renovation of Warri Stadium today, and I'm impressed. I think, look, we build, we renovate. Do we maintain? You see, maintenance, you must have. You see, this system that I always shout, people think is a joke. Now that they're having this stuff, what do you know that when you look at everything that you see abroad, the maintenance culture is big, is sacrosanct. They don't mess around with it. So we just build. We like procurement, allocation. It's all rackets. That's the nonsense always happening. Maintenance is what we keep that new Bayelsa Stadium project. Give it 10 years after they launch it. Just give it 10 years and let's talk. Olumayowa, the Nigerian team has played better ever since Shell took over management of the team. I believe NFF has to ensure that issues like unpaid bonus and salaries don't occur again. Not this NFF. It's always happening. Also, on Facebook, we have enough talent in Nigeria. Can die on the pitch if given the opportunity to play. After all, the likes of Victor Osimhen and Chukwueze are product of our local teams. Are they? Yeah, academies and under 17. Yeah. Sidney Bokwe, I don't trust Bright throughout this tournament. I think Shell may move Awaziem to right back to bring solidity to the defense. Ryan Alibioshu, it's a solid right back. That's why we should have seen a bit of Ryan. Should have seen a bit of Ryan. It's a solid right back. Plays in the championship, plays with Blackburn. That's why I say when you have an opportunity to test your players, test them. I would like to see Chibuke. That's another good player. Invited to the Super Eagles team in the near future. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm gonna throw the. If you want to come talk to me on YouTube when you get in, put your device on landscape. Don't do vertical. Do landscape like a TV, just so you can fill up the screen, okay? And then when I see that you've done that, I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to have that conversation. So I'm going to drop the link now. If you want to come on, just click on it, get into the studio. Let's analyze that game between Nigeria and Egypt. Let me see if I still have the highlights here. Talk about it. Yeah, so that's been the conversation. Let me get into the camp of the Super Eagles before I start bringing people in. Let me find out what's going on. I know before I came on, Victor Osimhen, the last player they were expecting to joined the team. So they are complete now. The 28 players are right there in Cairo. And tomorrow they are off to Fez. That's where they will be playing. That's their base. So I've dropped the link right there in the comment section. So if you want to be part of it, get in here. Let's talk about the Super Eagles and their quest to win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Let's get into the Super Eagles portal. See if I have any of this. So, yeah, 28 players in camp. The first person that came to camp was Francis Uzor, returning goalkeeper. He said, I have to behave myself. I need to get there quickly before any other person. Stanley Wabali said, let me quickly get there before Francis Uzor. But Uzor got there for Stanley Wabali. So Uzor was the first, Stanley Wabali was the second. And then there was Fisayo Dele Bashiru, and then followed by Akinsomi Ebenezer, Amaso Basege, Semi Ajayi, Ademola Lukman, Bright Osai Samuel. Give me a minute. Let me bring my people in here. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. So if you want to join, I'm waiting. I want to talk to you. Let's talk, and then I'll wrap up this conversation. I'll show you the last training session the team had in Cairo yesterday. Yeah, because today's a new day, so it was yesterday. 80-60. Finsbury Osimhen always comes to camp late. Why? No, nah. Osimhen doesn't always come to camp late. Yeah, but something would have been wrong and would have informed the coaches. Osimhen doesn't come to camp. And did you see during the playoffs when he was running? When he was running to join the team. So you can't say it's always. I'm sure something was wrong and he must have taken permission from the coaches. So but we cannot say it's always. Osimhen is dedicated to passion and hunger that guy uses to play football. It's rare in the Super Eagles at the moment. If you count Osimhen, count him, Didi, maybe Onyeka, Calvin Bassey. The rest are just trying to get there. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if I can get videos out. I've seen loads of interesting comments. Thank you, guys. Nothing special. AY Philly the Great. I think somewhere was played out of position. He wasn't bad, though. Okay. I agree to that being played out of position. But he's new to the team, so they must test him. And I talked about his versatility also. So maybe that was what they were, looking at to judge him. Yeah, so pictures of the team's training session in Cairo. I told you guys I'll bring you all of the updates that you need to see, to know your team. Talking about Akinsomi Musa'S, I see your comment. Thanks so much. He needs to build up his confidence. Maybe with time he will adjust. For now, he's not yet there. He's not there yet. Okay, we'll see. Sydney Bokoya. Akinsomi was missing in the game. I think too early for him in the game, in the team. I felt the usual overhype of the player, not better than. Your opinion, Sydney. I think he's a very decent player. I think we need to give him time. We need to see more of him, before we can make that conclusion. Yeah. Can Nigeria still qualify for the World Cup? Okay, that's the conversation I will get to next, since nobody is joining. Let me see. Can Nigeria still qualify for the World Cup? Let me bring that up. I don't know the people spreading this World Cup conversation. But we'll be all right, because we're forgetting that it is what you sow, you reap, I think Congo DR, they did just enough to, be where they are. So we must respect that and Stop trying to get things through the back door. King Joko Goodell still must go back to grassroots football, create a structure that will enable these players to blossom, e.g., Principal Cup, Shell Cup. I agree with you. We talk about it all the time. J. Ambrose, the match was an experimental match for the coach to test the strength of the new incoming players. I love what he did, plus giving our third keeper his debut as well. Yeah? But why did he not play Uzoho? If it's to give new people a chance, why didn't we see all of the new guys? Why didn't we see Mohamed Usman? Yeah. Why didn't you see Ryan Alibioshu? That's what I'm talking about. When you have the opportunity to test, because you already know your regulars, you know your core guys. So when you have an opportunity to play these new guys, you got to play them. We need to see them. You know. That was just the only issue I had, that they didn't play the guys that they invited. We needed to see them. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to get. That was his debut, and I think Nadi was good as well. Not a bad debut for the lads. Fargo also showed something in him. That's true. That's true. That's true. Made some good runs, handled the ball properly. We need to see more of him, though. The new boys were decent, though they can do more. But I believe if they play together with the old guys, they will blend well and produce something. That's on the coach. That's what I was trying to say. It's on the coach to ensure that he builds this team to a point that they know themselves, they play purposeful football, and the old guys make up their mind that they have to hold the hands of the new guys and play as a team. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want, And Eric Shell knows he needs to do that. Shout out to him. I've been around him and the team. I like, the way he is with his teammates and all of that, but there's still so much. Still so much to be done. TC, thank you for getting into the stage. I see you. Welcome. Welcome, TC. I need to buy that shaka so that my people coming out. I'll make some noise for you guys. Thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate it. I'm just bring you up right away. Benitez had a decent game. I think I took that confident and all of that. Thanks so much, Olumayowa, for your comment. Mark from Brampton, Canada. Thanks so much, Mark. I was looking out for you. Thanks so much. The last time you really made it a good show. Get him here, TC. Good to see you, bro. Welcome.
Sorry. Hi.
Yeah. How's it going?
Hi, Oga Austin.
That's one boy like me.
Finally, I get to talk to you. I've been watching your show from way back channels, all those stuff.
I appreciate
that.
Yeah.
So we thank God for the opportunity, and we're here today. And the topic you raised, I'll just pinpoint a few things, and I'll just make my major points. And one of the points I want to make is one on concerning the petition about the Congo and all the rest of it. But for me personally, I'm not putting any expectation from that. Whatever is exercise, let it be. Whatever happens, but what I want to say is it will bring. It's something about CAF that CAF should look inwards because if people keep flaunting the rules, it seems that inherently we don't, it means people in Africa don't really obey the rules. I just got a report today. I was reading something. Maybe one country from the Caribbean was deducted point today, based on the same uh, player in Nigeria, this same problem that about it has to do with paper document. I read the report on FIFA website today, just to publish it. So I've seen the DR Congo people, everybody's shouting on social media, but I don't know this case is not a social media thing. I think the whole case, there's a whole lot that is not in the social media. So I'll leave it at that point. But I only tell Nigerians, please, let us go on with our life and work on our teams. And let's just leave that one. If it's going to happen, let's not play too much importance to that. But now to the friendly match that was played. I watched it a little bit. I saw the first half, a little bit of second half. Oh, as you said, what I only noticed was that the coach was trying to see some players, was trying to see how they will, fare in different position because you're going to tournament, you have to have other options. Because some of the players he understand their main position, but probably he tried a few plays to see. Like the Akisumero, one of the things they're saying that he can play forward. And he wanted to see how well he could also play forward, maybe forward central midfield. And that's what he tried to see. You can see at the end of the match, he brought back Deleb Bashiru to play there when he brought the other Fago guy in. So I don't see anything wrong. That game, it was a very simple game. You can see most of the players there, they are playing the first time, and they were not outplayed. They were not overwhelmed by the division. At the time, they were controlling the game, just that they were not. The division has to play 10-man back. If you watch most of the second half was played in the half of the divisions because they were trying to protect that lead to win for their own moral. But if you know Super Eagles, if you have followed Super Eagles from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, we don't do well in friendlies before tournament. Go back. We don't. The tournament we have won, we don't do well in friendlies. We never do well in them. We don't really, So if anybody is judging the Nigerian team by this friendly, and at the end of that team, they are in for a shocker. That's what I think the coach is trying to, get some few players in. But what I would appeal to the players, if they listen to me, they have their inherent ability and they can do it for themselves. Not allow anybody bully on the pitch of play. You can do the extra. You can, study play ball. We all played ball when we were kids. We all played ball. I played ball up to school team. If I did for pitch, I see you. If you can tap ball, if you can trap the ball without looking, I also try and do the same thing. I even do it more than you. I make sure that you don't intimidate me. I do my own thing. I just, and we're Nigerians for crying out loud. We're Nigerians, we have to show our swag. And that's what we were known for. That's on that. Then on the issue of why we're not getting players, people say we have, I'm of opinion that we have talents in Nigeria. But there's something we must tell ourselves the truth. If you say build our league, there has to be a wholesale structure, wholesale change structure. August, please investigate what I said now. 95% of our coaches in NLL and MPFL they're not qualified to. They're not qualified. They don't have formal certificate or training. So how will you give? You don't know the game to produce talent. So that structure needs to be changed. Our league needs to be restructured. We need to put a new standard. If you have only 10 coaches who are qualified, you should have only 10 teams in the Premier League until other teams have the right, and to give opportunity for a lot of guys. When I was in university, there were a lot of guys who told me that they love their sports, they wanted to do coaching. And you can set up, some of those things and have people who go to university who are well read, educated, and they can have, job opportunities to train. You make sure that the NLL and the MPLF, if you don't have the CAF B license, that should be the minimum. Don't even bring CAF C. CAF C should be for colleges and all those levels. But once you want to go for NLL and MPFL, it should be minimum of CAF B pro license before you can coach. And that is the minimum you can use if you want to coach in the Champions League or competition. If you don't have those qualifications, you cannot coach there. So we should put our level there. That will start doing. Then our secondary school, college coaches should have, let's be a minimal, we can have our own Nigerian level of Cap B. And say, it's not by force. You're not forcing anybody. If you want it, you make it prestigious. You come, do the rigors of this thing. And we can get private people who can say, I want to invest in coaching. I want to invest in coaching. I want to invest, build infrastructure or build institutions that will be training coaches with the modern game. And so that when you do that from the secondary schools, colleges, school teams, we begin to imbibe the right techniques, how to trap ball, how to do this. Because to watch our last under 20 games on our under 17 teams, they were an eyesore. They couldn't trap ball. They don't know how to swerve. Basic things. They couldn't even, when we were going, it's skills. If you don't know how to work the wire.
I will never forget my first club that I played for in Festac Town. The guy told me to do the 1, 2, 3 at a street level. I already knew that 1, 2, 3 was chest, knee,
and that's his modern thing.
This at that time,
you make it 4, you head it. Number 4 is you head it, throw it to you, throw it to your head.
You just say do 1, 2, 3, do 1, 2, do 2. You need to know, and it was from the streets, the communities that we learned all these things.
Yeah, I still have an injury here because of football. It's still here. We played, and you see some of those things, and because of some of us, our parents want us to go to school, and that's why we went to school. We just left football, and there are a lot of kids on the street. We know there's a huge corruption going on in Nigeria. If you don't have money, you won't be able to be selected. So create the league, create mini leagues that will allow those. If you can't play, you can play in those ones, and people can find them. Then that to the NFL. When they've done this policy, work with the framework, with ministry, with the federal government, they can also tell themselves, you know what? They can tell themselves, you know what? I want to have a system where you have regional coaches. Don't have one under 17, have under 17 for maybe creating a zona, who will be having their team. They come together, and they, from time to time, every 3 months, they play a mini tournament. But so you have a nucleus of players coming through severally, and put them on little stipends. Don't put them big salary, maybe 500K, and just keep them there and do that over the years. You see that Nigerians are hungry for success. So the passion is not going to be difficult. You'll find people who want to go that route. I just hope they're listening to us. We know. Yes.
Say these things over and over and over again. I'm sure you say I shout this thing. I've done stories, I've done reports, I've investigated, I've interviewed, but we've all boils down to system and structure. Say people who play football, people born in the 70s and 80s, we grew up to see a robust 90s and early 2000 football system. But now everybody's brother.
So it makes that sometimes when you say this thing, people do. I've had some shows where they tell you, Nigeria doesn't have talent. I just laugh. Enter streets. Just enter streets. Bring boys.
We don't want to build. We don't want to invest.
You see boys.
The partnership you talked about is not happening because the private organizations, they are looking at that. We can't put money into this thing because there's no long-term planning.
Well, my advice to private people is this: if I have the resources for me personally, if I do have the resources, one of the vision I have, which is to create a mini league. It's going to be independent of the NFL. I have you just do your thing. You can create content around it, create media around it, and do it. And most importantly, you can just put it excellently well. Get a media team around it. Get the right media thing, put it there, do right editing, have a YouTube TV channel.
Bro, you will talk
that.
about this, but for you see, Nigeria, we're just about where is the money? What is my share?
Just leave it. Let us see it as entertainment first. When we see football as entertainment, then it will grow. Because you're seeing as entertainment, you want to create another a niche of entertainment around the society. I know there's a need for safety, for security in the country. That's why we pray that, but you can make a mini league and you begin to create content, begin to grow. Because what we lack is to show an example. When you have a model that works, you see people who want to latch on it and replicate it elsewhere. So those are some of those things. And when you're doing it right, trust me, some of these footballers, like I had, what's his name? Taiwo, the one in Nottingham Forest. He's sponsoring yes. So you can have other players who can, who have few bucks here and there, who want to invest in some of those small things, and they do it, and you see that every weekend or Sunday, you see people go there just for entertainment, and you have simple league, very simple things, So these are one of the things I think that private sector can do to help the game grow. We should not just wait for the NFL. For me, the NFL itself, it's just a behemoth of chaos. A lot of people there don't know what they want to do. It's only going to take if the governors are listening to say, you know what, we can start from our state and get the right FA chairman, the right structure. And if you get the right FA chairman, they become a learning ground for them to learn the system, the system, and how to grow the game before they now go for national. So if you meet somebody who is visionary, who knows what he's doing, cannot go out there and vote for somebody who doesn't know what to administer the national game. So you can send people, start from locally, start there, start doing it little by little, because we've complained a lot. We were complaining, waiting for NFL because we're giving us too much of attention, and the other people are not doing what they need to do. I just pray. I wish I have the resources. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I'll do. I don't need too much. Just a mini league, and you just start there. I'll be doing it. I'm gonna get people like you involved. And what I'm going to do is just have a TV channel. Just so you have TV channels for that league, but they'll be streaming live on YouTube. You have different show, weekend show, match review, match interview. Go to universities, get young guys who are in mass comm, who wants to do practice, who want to learn how to do mass communication. In my university, we used to have a radio station in my university, and we used to go there to have people talk, and you have a lot of them there who wants to try out. They don't have opportunity for you, not for you as a mass communication student. You have to bribe or know somebody to intern in a media company. So you can create one where young people can show their skills. So create an entertainment of different skills. People who want to learn how to do editing, you can start from there. Graphics, nice graphics, they start. And you pushing out the content. And when you push it out for the next 5-10 years, people will notice. When they see people outside coming to buy players for big bucks, they will notice, because the players they will bring out are going to be quality, because they'll be well groomed. They'll be well groomed. Then the final point I want to say, I heard what's his name, Coach Olise. He's a good midfielder. I wanted to send him if I was thinking I would send him a chat. Is it possible for you to say, you know what? Let me take it to train, come and say, quarterly, let me get 1 or 2 coaches that I will train in the art of training midfielders. You understand? So it's a school to train midfielders. This model works in Croatia. That's what they do. They have the system where they train just what they do in that academy. What they train is midfielders. That's what they train in midfielders. And if you see in the next World Cup, you will see midfielders with the Croatian team. They play in Croatia there. They don't play in big. Very nice. You see them in big clubs. So they just say, okay, we know we lack this, and because they know there's a need, they started developing it, deliberate about it. Yeah. Get players and say, I'm going to train boys who want to be, and teach them all kind of midfield, forward midfield, back midfield, defensive midfielder, all types of the forms of midfield play, and it becomes like a deliberate and an applied skill to them. And before you know it, you start developing Nigeria become a hub of midfielders. Yeah. And I'll tell you this: other African countries have. That's why Mali are always good. They always have midfielders.
That's right.
Communities, because if you go to the academy, they emphasize on ball playing, ball fit, vision in their youth team.
But we are big on strikers, so we can export. Us just send them out. That's why you can see now that there's a shortage of midfielders in our national team. And then we have so much forward players because we are so big on this player, build a player that can score goals.
Big name. It's evidence of our environment. We know Nigeria. We like to, let me say, I'm not trying to cajole us, but we're loud. We get swag. We're loud about a few things, but it should be in a positive way. You can see that we anything we want to really do, we can do it well. Look at music, look at art, look at IT. If you want to do, like for example, if you look behind this, I have some artwork on the wall there. If you come to artwork, sculpture artwork, few countries in Africa can compete with Nigeria when it comes to creative arts. Few countries. I tell you this. There's a place in Yaba. If I take you to that place, if you see what boys are doing with their hands, with sculpture, with art, you say, you go crazy. You say, what's going on here? So yes, so that what means the natural inherent talent to be creative as a people, we have it. Then we have an environment that encourages passion, drive. People want to succeed. You take that as an ingredient and begin to push. So what the NFF or whatever they are called there, their job is to coordinate and find this talent and have a system where they can have a pool of players that they are developing from phase to phase. As they chop, when you don't bring that 20% and say, okay, we'll go chop 80%, we'll go invest 20% in developing our games. I think they will have success and chop. Nobody will quarrel with them. But this idea of they don't want to do anything, they just don't care. And it started showing up after Osimhen set. All the set of under 17 we're producing, the same structure. You notice there's something wrong with the team based on the profile of the players they are bringing. You can see it consistently.
Since that 2015 that gave us Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze and the like, we've not had a player who transitioned.
Because the right players never made the team. Because the right players never make the team. I guess who have been the coaches? Who have been the coaches? People who don't have certificates. I'm telling you, you go and check that they don't have that. Bring them out. They don't. If they have, it's the old one they have. And you see their players. I watch I'm a big fan of under 17. You see, I get angry when I see that their team. You see them play rubbish. They can't. After a small ball, you cannot even dribble, never beat, never turn your waist. You can't even turn, and your waist is turning, swinging, you're throwing pass, do NASA, no look pass. All these things, we're all doing, having fun. You should get kids at that level. But we have started because of somebody or two players, Kelechi Iheanacho or Osimhen, or a few players. From there, they had a big money move. So every person, every agent now wants their half-baked player to play on the 17 team to the detriment of the national team. So these are things that the NFF will correct, but they refuse to go because they are part of it. They are part of those systems. And if you notice, we have had the same kind of players in our under 17s, and that's what we're now finding it difficult to even qualify from Wafu region. The Wafu region teams are so poorly. You can even know that they are poorly. They don't do well. Even when they go to, if you know that, even when they go to the World Cup, they don't do well. So if we are this bad and we cannot qualify with the teams that are bad, imagine when we properly harness the right players. There's no how we will not be qualified. We will not be beating those people, beating them 5-10. So the NFF, I hope they are listening. They should stop all these things. I know whatever is their interest. Get the right coach. And one thing, leave all this. I'm not putting this. Leave all these old coaches you've been. Was it
Manuel Amunike? Yeah, it was Manuel Amunike that was in that 2015.
Yes, after he left, because he was part of. Look at here. The coach. He was assistant to the coach, the one that won 2013.
Yeah,
I think it was part of them. Amunike and Ndukobade. He was part of that team.
Yeah.
And you can see their input in that team, and that team won. Then he took over at the next. I would have expected the NFF to say, you know what, transition this team to under 20, move Emmanuel, and say, stay in under 20. Your vision with you is that help us bring this under 20, build this team. If you build it for so long, you move to under 23 with them. It would have worked because the kind of person he is. He knows how to spot talent. There's wanted to know. They wanted to be a coach. I wanted to also spot talent. Then,
I must let me let the other guys come in.
Jerry.
Just hang in there. I'm enjoying your views. Just hang in there. Don't go yet. Let me bring in Oga Henry and Ovie just joined us. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Welcome. TC, if you leave TC, will give us 2 hours show. You must have been in football. Henry, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you for, and I greet the other men. Also, thank you for everything. I heard all what you said. Football is now a university.
Yes, sir.
We have the business side, we have the management side, and we have the players on the pitch. You understand? So there are so many ways to attract the young ones, the talented ones into the team. We don't need to go and beg somebody who was born in England or born in Russia or born anywhere in the world to come and play. No, on that bridge here, 10 JJs are waiting. And nobody is doing anything because they don't know anybody. They don't know leg. They don't have no leg. You understand? So because of the structure and the kind of people we have, they monetize everything. How can we have an under 15 that can win a World Cup again when the LFA will have to tell a player, bring some amount, and then you follow the team or you join the team? Or they just bring people, and then when it's time for them to travel or to form the team, they say, okay, you bring $10,000, you bring $15,000 for their own pocket too. That is apart from the money they will collect from the government or from FIFA. So when all this are happening, how do you think we can ever make a team? We can't. We can't.
So the first thing we need to do, we need to clean up the system.
Yes, clean up the system before grassroots.
The right people. But you see, our biggest problem is that we politicize everything.
That is the point.
So the fact that there was, okay, see, for instance, I expected the presidency to say, we've been giving you money, who did not pay these players money that they went to protest? But because election is coming in 2027, they rush commended them. That people didn't do bad. We didn't qualify for World Cup. And you spend money. Not people responsible. But they commended them so that it won't look like it's failure on this administration.
Administration, exactly.
They focus now. We are getting ready for Afcon. Go and do Afcon right.
Integrity they don't have. Politicians worldwide, they don't have integrity. Forget it. And Africa is worse. They don't have integrity.
I know. We'll get there. Yes, well done. Welcome.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Austin OKON-AKPAN. I'm sure you can all hear me. It's been a pleasure to join, and I would also like to commend my last two speaker, particularly TC. I think I would like to align with his thought, and I would want to say that one of the major challenges that I've observed is the consistency in our football pattern. I mean, we have the youth team, which I want to talk based on what TC is saying. If you remember, when we did not qualify for 2011 Nations Cup, other coach Samson Siasia, and then when Aminu Megeri was the then NFF chairman. And if you remember, he made something and he said, well, the problem we've always had, that he's seen it, that has been the problem of that there's a talent drop in terms of the team. And he said, well, let's go into youth football and development. And then he resuscitated, I would not say he started it. Actually, the under 13, under 15 was started by Sani Lulu after the 2007 under 17. And then during the time of, what was it called? Aminu Megeri, he brought in the under 13, under
We
15.
flourished under Aminu Megari with the age grades.
Yes.
We did so well with him with that.
We did
But
so
you
well.
see, but I used to tackle them then. We were winning.
Yeah.
They did not have longevity because of age cheats.
Age cheating.
Exactly. That's not age cheat. So there was no youth football in Nigeria. Forget it.
Yeah. Yes, I remember some of it, right? So when they brought in the 2013, the statement Aminu Megeri said was that what we had was that these were the youngest set of players that were going to play. If you look at the 2013 set, yes, there was age cheating, but if we give them credit, we would say this was something close to an under 17 that I have seen. When you look at the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, who passed through the under 13, under 15, the likes of Taiwo Awoniyi, you have Chidera
Then try.
Yes, and Chidera Eze and all some of them that came in. You have Oluwaseun Ojegede, but was later dropped, and a lot of them. They all came in through that round. Now, that same success was what was built for the 2015 set. So if you still remember again, for the 2015, they still have one of them. Is it the guy that plays right back? I still remember a lot of their name. Congo'S. If you remember that goalkeeper.
Congo'S. Yes, Congo'S.
Monday, yeah.
Yes, from Ogun State. Yeah, he was playing in a team. Then we have some other guys like Chigozie Obasi, who was in the 2013 set and all that. So if you really notice, there was a system. But when Megeri left, I think if you look at the 2013 set, 2015, there was this camping that was done, particularly for the 2013. The players were camped in Calabar, if you remember, where they stayed for a long time, supported by the governor then, Lee Elimoke, who provided all the logistics and everything, trained for months, even before they played their first qualifiers against, was in Niger. Then we took out Niger, took out Guinea, and then we took out Mali, where we even accused them of age cheating and went for that to, create more success. But if you look at it to 2017, right, something that happened. The NFF came up with another structure that we should start doing more in diaspora, which is not bad, but I think that not being able to. Yeah, you wanted to say something, Austin?
Oh yeah, that was the mistake they made.
Yeah,
going to start looking at diaspora for age grade.
Yeah.
Then that was them saying that they were not ready to build, know. And again, with age grade, it shouldn't be win at all costs.
Yeah.
Spain wasn't winning at the age grade, but they were building. Belgium wasn't winning at the age grade, they were building. But our own, as long as we put people together, we must go and win. That's why we keep cheating.
So that we can get more money.
Absolutely. So when you look at it, you agree with it. If you remember in 2017 set, right? A few days or a few weeks to the qualifier, their first qualifier, I think it was against Niger. Manu Garba was given the job. I still remember because I'm a strong follower of Nigerian football. Maybe I should even say I have a PhD when it comes to Nigerian football. Yeah. I follow particularly the youth team, right? Now, Manu Garba was given the job. We had to play Niger in the first qualifier. If you remember very well, I think Tolu Arokodare was supposed to be in that set, or if he was part of that team, if as far as my memory was concerned. And then they played the qualifiers. We lost. We could not qualify. The team disappeared. We never had anything from them again.
You don't forget it, you'll be lost.
Yes.
Forget it.
Yeah. So 2019, Manu Garba came on board again. He brought in Amao, Amao, Olusegun Olakule, and some of those boys. Fawaz Abdullahi took them. They won the WAFU under 17, right? That was the final, which we defeated Ghana. So they went to the under 17 World Cup. Again, the same system, like I said, no problem. The camping period, the training, the development of the players. So it now looks like it is a tournament basis. In 2021, we qualified, but remember the COVID was not in place. We qualified for the Afcon for 2021 under the WAFU. But if you look at it in 2021 and also in 2023, look at how the players were groomed and how the team was selected. I'm sorry, and I will still continue to say something. I'm from Bendel State, which is currently Delta now, right? Those days, those of us from Bendel, we were the major spine for the youth team. But sometimes when I look at some of these teams and how some of these Golden Eaglets are selected, and I continue to ask the NFF, which person goes to Benin, goes to Warri to scout for players? What is the expansion in terms of scouting. What we have found out is that the NFF just gathers some players, go to FIFA Gold project, or some players just gather, and then boom, Manu Gaba brings a team. And then 3 weeks to a WAFU tournament, and then they lost from the competition. Maybe they don't qualify. You don't hear anything about the team again. Let's forget it.
Yeah. I like the foundation that we have placed. It means we know the problems. We know the problems. But you see, we just can't keep talking about the problems all the time. You see, I like the angle you brought in, even down to even talking about mass communication, students, pumping up passion, drive. But how can we execute? Because that's where we can start making this change. How can we execute?
If I come in there, if I'll come in there, I think to execute this thing I'll put it this way. I'll say I don't want to say that it's not easy. It's not easy, definitely, but it's possible. It's about, because I've been in a situation where I had to lead groups, do things in a place where I have few resources to show, and I did things that haven't been done there. But most importantly is the systems that I put in place after I've left that place. It became a norm, so it became a standard. When I left, they said, "Oh, this is not how. If this is how to do it." It's not about saying so much what you can do something. So why I said this thing, that we can start small. We can start small. The NFF, for example, what we are calling them, there are people who have the authority. They've been bestowed with an authority, and they have certain level of power to make decisions and make things happen. But there seems to be a bunch of irresponsible, visionless leaders. Yes, they are irresponsible. They're not. Why I use the word irresponsible? Why I said word irresponsible is that they have ability, but they're not responding to those ability. That's what irresponsibility means. So you have ability, you'll be given power, resources, and you don't know that, okay, if I do this way on set system, and it became a norm, I remember they should code it in their NFL statutes that this is how we will be doing things. If we do this, it's a punishable offense, as much as impeachment. Until they get to do some of those things, then we can have a system where they tell us that no, our youth teams, or the way and manner in which we get our youth teams has to be structured. That's one. Then I said this thing, how do we start? A little bit of going back to let's call it the league body, and say, you know what, if you're not ready to do this league, call this team, only set a standard and say in 2 years time, in 2 seasons time, every club must give them a time. Don't say next season, because what I understand about Nigeria, that we wake up one morning and say we want to implement a plan today. Give them, say, in 2 season time, this is what we want to do. Have a clubhouse, have training pitch, have this and this. Your coaches must have X, Y qualification, because in 2 years, anybody who was a coach should have gotten his qualification. Then by then everybody will come to do the evaluation.
That's right.
And you make it open. So if you don't qualify, whatever, you drop to the next level. Then if you don't qualify, it's not a problem. You are now at fault. It's your fault, because you're given 2 seasons or 3 seasons to prepare. Yeah. By so doing, you will have 10, maybe probably 15 teams who are qualified. Then you set the standard. For you to get to that league, you must meet that standard. You can't be a team and you don't have a feeder team. You don't have a feeder team. You don't have a youth system. This is what I'm saying. No, you cannot play. So
that's the problem right there. You see, because we have kept our football in the hands of state governments.
I think I agree with that, because yes, okay, you're saying something, yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. So TC, everything they've talked about is off the field action, which is the first place to start.
2 things. Businesses, UBA. I know when UBA started. I know when they cost. I know that time. Small bands like we say this. We call it that time for Lagos. This mushroom bands. So they be sell this one. Which other? Today they are the biggest bands.
Yeah,
just started. I know one that was close to. I know that. I know one bank, FCMB. I know when they started the one in Solo. That the Solo between Berberek. I know one building.
Everything boils down to structure.
So football, football is not really. I won't say they are not really a government. Let me say NFL is not. They are public. Let me say they are for Nigeria, but they have some level of independence.
They are governments. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's government.
So they have some level of like. But if you want to do policies, you don't need to pander to over government. You just do those small things. The league, for example, you tell any state, just like any state, tell them, say, oh, in 3 years' time, this is where we are going to. So give them because sometimes we can help people. I do this for example in my office. Sometimes I come up with a plan and I come up with a roadmap. I come up with things you can be checking to track to say, am I making progress? If I hit this thing, I can say I can even build I can build Excel model for you. If you tick all those things, it will calculate and give you. You can see your dashboard. I'll say, okay, I've made the progress. What's the percentage? You can help them and put tags for 3 years. Say, in first year, do this. Second year, do this. In the third year, do this. By so doing, so we have intelligent people in Nigeria. Get consultants, put them together, and help you build a plan. And
they won't allow them. They won't allow them. Oh God, they won't.
I know they want money, but if they do this, they will make more money to eat.
I agree. I agree.
Our supporters will be enjoying the game.
I agree. That's the business side of football. That's what you have just explained. Yeah. But what I'm saying is this: we have to start from the beginning. Austin has told me I should stop praying. I would have said we should first pray for a good government that likes football. If we get a good government that likes football, then that good government will now help to restructure our system. We cannot continue to revolve around those same 34 people. We will always get zero. Those same 30, they will always reshuffle themselves.
I have a request. Augustus, please. Is there any way you can have, if you can share, maybe get information of who are the FA chairman? If you have a list of them, you can share somewhere for us online.
Bring it out.
So we can find a way to start reaching out to them. Because
they have a godfather. They have a godfather.
We need to reach out to them. It's easy for us to find a way to reach their governors.
They have a godfather that is not accountable.
Reach out to them. We can find a way to reach their governors. If you get only 15, okay, it's very easy to finish the football. You get five governors that is pained by what was going on, and get them on board. They will get the right people. When you get 15 people that are progressive, they can change the NFF and bring policy that will see. So we can make something out of this bad soup. That's what I think.
Let me tell you something. It's just like what is going on in Nigeria now. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to deviate a little bit. When you see the vision of the president, you will notice that he's trying to do something fantastic. But you see the people around him, the mafias around him, they will not let him get to that thing. Why? Because you have been part of them. Then now you want to make it well. It's not possible. They will always fight you back. Same thing with this NFA. If you bring a JJ Okocha to be the NFA chairman today, he will fail. You bring an Olise, he will fail. Not because they are not good, but they will not let them fix it. They will not allow them to fix it. So it will take serious grace of God for us to be able to restructure our football.
I don't think. So when you say grace of God, it means like it is an impossible thing to do.
It's looking that way. It's looking that way.
Because even the scripture makes us understand that grace has appeared, teaching us. What does it know? That's what it says, enabling us, empowering us.
I think I want to make a point here when it comes to the football development. I think it is multi-dimensional when you look at it, because if you look at what countries like Morocco have been able to do, if you look at in terms of infrastructure, so in a way, government has a role to play. Let's say, for example, in terms of the building of the stadium, because you have to look at it, we have to be realistic. Government also has a role to play in the whole of all this, right? In terms of the infrastructure, the stadium, the training facilities, and what all you have. Now, the FA work basically is to provide, like what TC earlier said, like a policy framework where we have something like a key performance indicator. So with the key performance indicator, we can then track and say, okay, how many players from our under 17, or let's say, for example, from the clubs, we could use that as the youth clubs in Nigeria, for example, or what's it called, the feeders team to some of these clubs. How many of these players within the period of, let's say, 5 years have been able to progress into the senior national team, and what is their current state of development? These are some of the key performance indicators we can use, for example, to measure our football, rather than just we just go to tournament, people just play football.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Until the right people, the right personnel are put it. Okay, let's use for example this man, Festus Keyamo.
In terms of personnel, I would say I believe more in institution and not in person. Now,
wait, you can be. There could be a great institution, but is the right person leading that institution? If the wrong person is leading that institution, everything you heard what fella said.
Yeah,
now one blind eye man, now one blind eye man be king in the country of the blind.
Yes.
What? Then look at Festus Keyamo. Have you seen what our airport is looking like?
Yeah.
Have you seen what that guy has done?
Yeah.
That is a man that is ready to fight. He fought very well because they didn't want it to get it right. He fought. That is why he could get to this stage. If Keyamo did not fight, he will not get to this stage. How many of those people, those are men that you saw there, are ready to fight? Those are men are not ready to fight. I want those men. They're looking for how FIFA will say, okay, you know what? Congo got 3 yellow cards, so they should disqualify them, and then they push Nigeria there. Mumu people, they're telling us that they feeded one player or they did not feed another player. They should please take those people out away from that place. They don't know what they're doing, honestly. They don't know what they're doing.
I think we just need to design a roadmap, and I like what TC and Ovi have talked about policy making and all, but I think the diaspora will need to come in a way. We need to start doing things that these people back home, we know that we own something. You see, like the government don't play with the diaspora because what they contribute to our GDP. Let's just imagine that TC, what you say, you have an academy, Henry, you have something you're doing, like a program to enhance coaching. Let's even say at the state level, and people are feeling the impact. For me, that's the best way to hold these guys accountable, and then from there, we'll start changing it. Let me let you guys go. Let's quickly get into the one that is really getting everyone talking. This corruption that we think is happening in African football, and people thinking that Nigeria has got hopes of qualifying for the World Cup. So everything started with the NFF Secretary General, that's him right there, Mohamed Sanusi, when he came out to confirm that they have written to FIFA to say DR Congo fielded ineligible players, blah, blah, blah. And that's a quote that I picked online that I liked. He said, FIFA was deceived into clearing some DR Congo players because it's not FIFA's responsibility to interpret or enforce domestic laws. Now, guys, let's not follow the public to speak like we're not educated. Yes, Nigeria is trying to look for the... Wait till that element. With law, any small chance can be blown. So we are looking at that. But let me put this on record. This was not our fight. It was Cameroon that started it. Yeah. It was Cameroon that said that some players from DR Congo, they are ineligible.
And Sudan.
Yeah. They fought for it.
It was Eto that pushed it to them. Eto.
But they lost and they left it. So Nigeria lashed on it because we made it to the final and we played DR Congo. But let's be sincere. The rule says in Congo, they have a law that you cannot hold dual citizenship. That is the law of DR Congo. It is not FIFA's law. FIFA's law is TC. You want to play for Nigeria. Nigeria Football Federation, they brought the documentation that FIFA requires for your switch. What makes TC a Nigerian? Oh, his father is from Akwa Ibom. His mom is from Norway. But he has chosen to play for Nigeria. This is his Nigerian passport. That's what these DR Congo players did. And they got the approval from FIFA. So what is our case in going to tell FIFA now that their country does not have allowed dual citizenship? Guys, let it make sense.
Okay, let me say my bit. I'm somebody who understands that the law is not a respect of anybody. Law is not a respect of your beauty, your dignity. The law is the law. Everyone is written in black and white. I know there are FIFA statutes, and when you read down in that FIFA, so I read some of it today. It talked about that the countries must, they say inadvertently that they don't determine how this player become eligible for this country, but those players must show. They say they must they must not rush like this. They say the word they're doing, they must not hastily get people, that you must show that the person is related, has a link clearly to that place. That's one. Now, that is the spirit and the intent of that particular law, to make sure that countries don't get mercenaries to play for them just because of you want to. Then, what does that mean? I don't have the full details of whatever NFL do, and I'm very sure that there's more to this case than what is on social media.
But FIFA cleared. They didn't just jump up and play the playoffs.
I'm coming. Today, country was just deducted a point from the last 1.5 in the Oceania zone for what? Falsification of a document of one player that FIFA has. I need to forget. I need to the country. I was trying to browse to get the name. Or the case was that FIFA has approved that player, but they not come to prove that there was a falsification of a document that was used to approve that player in Oceania, and the 3 point was decided today.
But in DR Congo's case, nothing was falsified.
No.
Don't say so.
I also heard. Let me finish. I also heard in another podcast that somebody said that the case is not just one player. There are about 9 players.
9 of them. Yes, that's true.
Players. And there's a 2 case. They say it's a 2 grand.
At the whole dual citizenship.
No, that's not. And there is also a case. Part of it was also a case of falsification of documents.
Documents. Yes, I heard that.
Okay, Nigerians, calm down.
Let me land. I told you earlier that I'm not excited about all this, thing. For me, I've moved on from that World Cup qualifier for long. So whether Nigeria win it or I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I'm not going to be excited about it because I know something. When it comes to game, for example, when you come to play a football game, it's just like when you say you come to a game and there's a VAR, and you commit an offense. They won't say because of you have suffered, you have tried, maybe you played the game with 9 men from the 10th minute of the match to the 9 minutes, and extra time, you now committed one offense, and they went back to check the VAR, and you say, oh, because I have played for 90 minutes, these people just have mercy on us now. We have those 9 people. And so if Congo, if Congo are pure, nothing will happen to them. All this way they do, it will not become a waste of time. It's not like pouring water on the stone. But if they have nothing to be afraid of, I'll tell them, if they have nothing to be afraid of, and there's no need for them to panic, they should go on and move on with their life. But if they have a case to answer, that's their own business. They should find a way
they will answer the petition. But we are getting to the last part of this live stream now. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for staying with me. I've called it 2025 Afcon fever. We've talked about Afcon, Super Eagles preparations. We've talked about it. Ahmed Musa'S retirement and DR Congo's uppercuts to NFF. Now, DR Congo responded with this: the World Cup has to be played with dignity, not with lawyers' tricks. They tweeted this. They tweeted this on their official handle, and I picked it up. FCC, they say, if you can't win on the pitch, don't try to win from the back door. The World Cup has to be played with dignity and confidence, not with lawyers' tricks. Bring it on. Alessi low leopards. And they say bad losers. They're calling Nigerians bad losers. And they tag FIFA Nigeria CAF online. I'm coming to you, Henry and Ovie. I just want to get this Congo out loud. So they've been giving Nigeria uppercut to say we are bad losers and all. But what do I see here? I see politics, African football politics. South Africa showed us a bit of it, how they delayed that verdict when they used a player that was ineligible in Tebogo Mokena, and it worked in their favor because by the time FIFA brought the verdict, we had already played South Africa in Bloemfontein. They delayed it, something that happened in March. They delayed the verdict till I think September before something came out of it. Now, this is why I'm saying we are wasting our time because everything that will go to FIFA will pass through CAF. And this man right here, do you know who he is?
The CAF Secretary General.
That's right. Where is it from?
DR Congo.
Can we say this?
Presenting. So is he representing DR Congo or is he representing CAF?
Bro, you can't take that away.
I know. But in this case now will bring him to spotlight. I think. See. What? I said this.
And you know that Mosongo Omba is a powerful man. They even say
look. Augustine, he's lucky that the present NFL board don't have the blessing or support of Nigerian supporters. That's the truth. They don't have. If they have the goodwill of it, this man will. I said you will see Nigerians that will walk up. You see people who will do everything. I don't know I know how we take the pursuit case. So he should be. I know the people should not be happy that this case Nigerians are not taking it serious because of our NFL are shit. I know I know some of them will watch this thing. We know you guys what was going on, but don't call us a bad loser. If you've done something wrong, you've done something wrong. But don't also think that you have the way with that. If you want to battle people, front to back, don't think you have the way with that. It's only Nigerians who say, okay, well, let us leave them. Don't be praying that Nigerians don't say the FA, maybe will allow them when I go. But if people have committed an offense, even though you eat on the World Cup, and you find out that is true,
okay.
They will get for the point. And if you know Nigeria, we're not going to leave them if it's finally true. We don't like NFL people. That's all we do. That's all we don't leave for them.
This politics is right from the top.
Yeah.
Even in FIFA. As we are regretting that we have not qualified, FIFA is also they're also bothered that the biggest black nation is not going to be in this World Cup. No,
we have the USA and Canada, Nigeria.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something that there's a advert that came out today by Nike.
Okay.
That advert.
Okay.
There's a Nike advert that came out for Nike for Afcon Nation. That's Nike advertising this thing. And I have an insider information about Nike. They plan a series of adverts leading to Afcon and hoping that Nigeria qualify. And where is Nike? US. And they were banking on Nigeria as one of their sales targets for the next World Cup.
Yes.
And then advert they saw this advert since last year. They delayed it because of they didn't know whether Nigeria qualified. But they brought out the first one that had to do with Afcon. 90% of people in that advert are all Nigerians. That's to tell you what's going on. So let them not think that it's most important. For example, if the Congo is coming to Dallas, Texas, and Super Eagles is going to play there, who's going to have more crowds going to come and watch?
Of course, it's Nigeria now.
Market value, TV rights, TV. It's a whole lot of things.
Exactly. That is what FIFA is fighting for.
For me, I'm not in support that we failed. We should now begin to look for. But if they committed a crime, for crying out loud, Sudan complain about the same thing. Cameroon complain about the same thing. So they cannot be telling us that all these countries are all wrong. They're all bad losers.
Of course, that is the truth.
That now, if there was nothing there, Cameroon will not take it up after Sudan has complained.
Oh.
Yeah, and that is it's a very simple logic. So you can see from Gwen, I don't care what Congo what they are saying on their social media. But the case is go to the FIFA court, lawyer up, and defend yourself. It's not about typing on social media making noise.
No. The truth.
If it's social media war, if NFF, I know NFF will not want to jeopardize their case anyway. I'm not support of them, but I know that there is more to this case than what is being left out in the social media.
I think
You're right. You're right.
I think I want to make an addition here, right? I've looked at this particular case. In fact, I've been studying it for the past 3 days. The critical question I will first of all ask is: now let's even assume FIFA does not make a decision, and Congo DR goes to the playoffs, right? Now they also stand. Assuming Congo DR defeats the winner between Jamaica and New Caledonia, right? I'm sure one of those two people again is going to what? Pick this up. And now, assuming the FIFA hammer comes, right? Yeah. Am I making a point, Austin? Do you agree with everyone?
Yes, you are. That's an interesting point. That's why I laughed, yeah.
Yes. So this is what I do because I had the discussion with my friend. I said, listen, Africa needs to be wise and smart, that we need to get the verdict by January, February latest. Otherwise, it could, because if Congo DR goes to the playoffs and they defeat the winner versus Jamaica and New Caledonia, I can bet that one of those.
Take it from me. The verdict will come by February. That is FIFA for you.
Yes. And so when you look at the case now, it is a case of, I call it two-edged ways, right? Now, there is a point where we can say, okay, fine. As long as they have the Congolese passport, they submitted that document and they've cleared through the process, right? As long as they presented that result, that the result is only something that is accepted by FIFA. So FIFA only cleared based on the documentation. And one of the questions I asked, I say, well, fine. That means Congo DR would probably be forgiven because it's just based on the fact that
that angle you brought up. Do you know that the moment they find Congo guilty of this crime that is out there, do you think Cameroon will not jump up and come out? Cameroon will jump up.
I think
Cameroon doesn't have the case.
I think the thing, the way they will look at it is maybe the victim who was the last victim affected.
Exactly. That's how they look at it. It's always the last team that plays.
It's always the last team,
Remember Equatorial Guinea?
Yeah.
They didn't apply them their national stuff for all those games. They only applied it at a particular World Cup qualifier, and they lost 6 points.
Now, if you look at
6 points in this World Cup qualifier, it's the same paper document that has to do with
Exactly.
So there are precedents to this thing. So what I'm saying that I am not supporting NFL people. But they're not good. They're not nice people. But like all people, don't make us get angry. They should just be praying that Nigerians will just forget it. But if they talk too much, we'll take it off. Personally,
go and write it down. Nigeria will go to World Cup.
Now,
go and write it down.
For me,
I am not dreaming about that. I don't have hope for that.
No, see, this thing is politics, and FIFA is not hosting this competition to lose money. They want to get money. The only country they can make money from is this country. Go and write it down. We are going to qualify.
So, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say with this Congo DR case is, while we try to fix our football, we also need to bring in men of value from Nigeria to be in CAF and FIFA.
I agree.
When you listen to this Veron guy speak and the authority that he has, you start wondering, and the guy has gone to work for FIFA, the North experience, was FIFA officer for something goal project, and came back to now become Secretary General. The point I'm trying to make, TC, because people in the comment section, they don't understand. They think I'm saying because the guy is from DR Congo, influencing. Yes, the fact that he's holding that office is privy to a lot of sensitive information. And there's no way he wouldn't want his country to be at the World Cup, whether or not we like it, whether or not we try to believe it. If they have any,
I was telling you, not the Africa.
My point is that the CAF. But back to your first question about CAF and the way our integrity. So there's a whole lot CAF need to do, because it also says a lot about we as a people, CAF, Africa. We need to clean up our acts. Clean up our act and make sure that we have, people who are there for the game. So that you are in CAF and you're playing all these 30. There was a time when Amos and the most of them were in CAF. I've never noticed Nigeria oppress any other country. It's
not like it's oppression. What they are trying to say is, look, Nigeria want to use backdoor. We know it is backdoor that you want to use. So there too now they will be ready and use everything.
Please, is the game? Hold on, no. Every game, is there a rule book to every game?
No.
Every game, no. Like for example, FIFA competitions, you will have a rule book. Yes, if you contravene any part of that rule book, and you win in the pitch, and the consequence of contravening any section of that rule book involves you losing that game, is it not part of the game? It's still part of the game. The rule book says this. So when you're playing, you need to know that it's all part of the game. Don't come and excuse yourself and say, "Oh, we'll all understand."
Okay, but TC,
why are they making noise? They didn't beat us outright. Penalty shootouts, that's how they won. It's anybody's game. So why are they making noise?
Okay.
They've won Nigeria for many years. We have been beating them for donkey years, and all of a sudden they win one, and they won by priority. All of a sudden they are now everybody shouting. It's not their fault. Now this surprise is going to give them level to talk.
Can I say something?
Go on, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've listened to thesis. Like I said, after looking at this, I was trying to head somewhere. I think it has become, this is more like a legal issue, right? And I think it's a legal issue that can go in both ways, depending on which contest. And I also agree with Austin OKON-AKPAN when he talked about having executive, because politics, interest. Let me tell you the truth. If I were to be the president of Nigeria as we speak, knowing fully well that election is going to come 2027 for my second tenure, I will be 100%, quote me, I will be 100% interested in this particular issue. Remember, football is something that makes people happy in Nigeria.
Who tell you they are not happy? Who tell you it's not already involved?
No, I'm not saying it's not involved. I'm saying I will. You understand? I'm just telling you the politicking. And when you look at the executive of CAF, I mean, gone are the days we have the likes of Oro, Yokoyo, and those sort of people who are
Oro, Yokoyo.
Those are some of our big players. Those days. I mean, the likes of what's it called? The other man, Patrick Okpomo, and some of
Okpomo,
Amos Adamo.
Yes, because you need this sort of people. I mean, Issa Hayatou, being the president of CAF, gave Cameroon the 1988 Nations Cup, even with Henry also scoring a goal.
I think it down. I don't think that's an on-field event. I don't think that has to do with it. It has nothing to do with if Nigeria has scored another clean goal, would they have disallowed it? So with this score, it was a tight game. I was a kid. I watched that game with my parents that day. I was still a little kid. So we played well and we lost. Unfortunately, this error happened.
I'm just trying to tell you the politicking. Some favors you get. Hello.
But since he left, haven't Cameroon been winning Nations Cup? They won Nations Cup.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't think that tournament was. I had to give it.
No. I want to talk. So if you look at it, it's actually like a two-edged something. So there's a lot going to be a lot of politicking.
If God say we are destined to go to World Cup, we'll go World Cup. If not, we'll go and start fighting our board.
But we need to win. This is my point. If we qualify for the World Cup, another conscience is still telling me that would make our NFF look like at least we will achieve something now. But we're not.
So I get my point. That's for Congolese. They are saving grace is that Nigerians are not happy with their FA. And we are
Exactly.
so that's why you're not seeing Nigerians in full force about any case. So they should be praying that we should just tell our FA off and say, get out, get away, leave that case, and you guys should just go ahead. But if they continue the way they are going and shouting, people like me will also get angry because I dislike insults. And
So-
I will start looking for the back door and open the back door to become a front gate.
This guy is just with me, just tackling me. Just this argument is nonsense. See, I've been trained to treat things with balance, to look at this and look at that. So because I'm not sounding 100% like a Nigerian, you now think that my argument is nonsense. The argument that is out there from Nigeria is that of dual citizenship from DR. That is the argument. And DR Congo, they have come out clearly to say.
No, point of correction. That is one of the arguments.
One of the arguments, I'm telling you.
One of the arguments.
I think the other argument was the falsification of documents.
Documents.
Second one.
Yes, I have tried to use ChatGPT to find what that falsification is.
With I don't just want to call names, with top NFF people, they share documents with me. We just want to use our clout as Nigerians to push this thing. But the cocoa is dual nationality. That your country says don't have dual nationality. That's why do they have dual nationality? And in DR Congo, they have a presidential order that can strike Van Bissaka, all those other of their distance, and then they
The
go.
question is this: in law, was it applied when it was done? No. So it's gonna look when you did it. Did they get a presidential or you want to do it to you want to be progressively?
No, I want to
you applied it.
See, the fact that he was given a passport, it means it was already applied. It could be stated that way. Therefore,
No. It might not be. It might not be. See, even when you want to apply for passport in Nigeria, there are forms you present. If you're going to go for diplomatic passport, there's a different form you will fill.
Mm-hmm.
There's a different kind of form you fill. That process in itself, inherent in it, because the system. Because when you say there's a law, you build a process around it that empowers or that applies that law. So because you're going for this route, you use this kind of form. Now this is a paper trail to show that from get go, this was intention, and you are exploiting this avenue. Not when you apply it, assuming it's normal, you not claim everything is normal, and all of a sudden when they don't find you out, you want to begin to go do that.
I'll ask you just one question. Just if Austin will give me the time.
Go ahead.
Now the question I would ask you, when you get your international passport, I have mine, I travel all over the world. I'm currently in the UK, right? You've seen issuing authority, right? In the issuing authority, they will tell you the country. Now, President Bola Tinubu does not need to say, you have a Nigerian passport, right? All he needs to, the issuing authority is already there. The sign that it is Nigerian government is already there. So as long as he has that issuing authority showing that it is Congolese, can be deemed and assume that the president has already granted him that he's a Congolese citizen. The president cannot start giving 1,000 people. Today you are Congolese.
Let me ask you why Orban has not played for Nigeria?
Because there's a challenge between him and Togolese.
What challenge? He can't. We need to make sure that we trace everything. Provide. If you say something, you have to back it with. So if you can't say you give them if this person is Congolese or somewhere he's related there, you have to prove it. Then you now bypass and falsify document to do your thing and get approved. If someone gets that particular thing, you falsify document to get the passport. Yeah. That process is wrong.
It's because it is Africa, so they know that they know it is Africa. They can always come
up falsifying things. It is inherent in Africa to falsify things. It's not good. Everywhere.
And just my question again, right? Just before now there was a question I asked someone, I think, was it through Omar? Somebody was writing and I had this conversation with my friend and he said, well, now as long as they have the passport. And then I said, well, assuming during the 2000 Nations Cup, right? In that Nations Cup, assuming there is a video evidence to show that I was a ball boy at that tournament, a ball boy. And now my international passport which I used to play this current under 20, shows that I'm currently 20 years, right? Now, FIFA relies on documents. My document clearly shows I'm 20 years, right? Because of my passport.
But excuse me.
No.
If anybody,
Once they show that there's a disparity that time and what you're showing now, there's no consistency. They banned you.
They banned you.
Once they
find out,
it doesn't matter your president or them.
Once they find out, you're done.
So they can be claiming that it's a passport. If the process to get to that point C, there's way crayfish they enter for level B and level D. If the accuser has the evidence, it is best for them to find a way to prove beyond that. It's their own cup of tea. So not in support of NFF pursuing any case. I will say it clearly, so let them not feel we are just gloating. We are too proud or we are too gingered to be going to walk up through the back. We should beat people. If you watch that game, let's go back and watch it yesterday again. First half, we should be 3-0 up. If my brother was serious, we should have beaten them blue black. By first half, we should be like 3-0 completely.
My brother.
So we messed up that game. And that's why we're here today. And that's why Congolese are talking. Because before that match, they couldn't talk. Before the match, Congolese couldn't even talk. They couldn't even make their noise on social media. All of a sudden, they won by penalty.
My brother, let me say something.
Yeah.
Let me say something. If Nigeria goes to this Nations Cup and beats everybody 4-4-0, 4-4-0, 4-4-0, or even 2-0 or 1-0, and gets to the final and win that cup, watch what will happen. Even us, we fight Congo. Everybody will fight Congo. Yeah, you forget. Everybody will fight Congo. Say Congo? No. This was a cheat. And it's going to happen.
I want to take my leave. Before I go, August, thank you for having us. To Nations Cup thing. For me, I think this should be the players should just play for themselves.
Exactly.
The team should just play for themselves and just enjoy themselves. Everybody's pressure of you must come to the final. But if they want something for themselves, they want to make a name for themselves. You take it to say that they are playing for themselves. They want to make a name for themselves and go there and do something.
Exactly.
And I'm not. Let me say, I won't use the word hopeful, but I want to see them have a nice tournament.
Yeah.
A few things I'm beginning to see with the team. Before we find it difficult to do this kind of inverted forward, backward. This pass where you do with this IS kind of way you play. They pass the ball backwards, you pass the ball forward, then backward to go forward. We never did those interchanging pass ever before this man came. But in that playoff, I see us play several times against Gabon. We play those kind of pass move with quick. And I thought I noticed again the way we're now attacking from when we get the ball, we now put some level of speed, pressure to move those kind of ball. But it needs to be coordinated.
They watch the ball.
Yes. Another person again we need to talk to in this sort of is AJK. The guy, like in that friendly match, he had an opportunity to create a goal chance. He beat that first Egyptian. There was only for you going for that second person.
Second one. Thank you.
Left cross that player to the Fisana that was just waiting for you in front of you.
For you, as education for you.
So if he's still busy playing schoolboy football, I wish he's watching me. One name educate. Let me advise you. Play big boys game. Create a chance for people to score.
Yeah.
Don't try to beat one person. When you see create chance for your team to, if you do that, you will rack up assists and the team will go forward and you become a hazard. But if you're trying to show both, it's unnecessary.
And we want to do it. That has always been educated.
I see consistently in his game.
Yeah.
Because if that's what makes me. I say, okay, you might be pulling down the team, thinking that you're trying to do so much. So this Nations Cup African game is very simple.
But guess what?
Simple is take your chance, put pressure. When you get the chance, when you need to pass, you pass. Do the simple thing. Again, I noticed something in that friendly match. At a particular time, some of them will hold on to the ball. I know the coach told them. I know the coach has told them to hold on, calm the ball, control the ball. You stand. You're just standing and looking. You don't need to stand like that. You make a movement. Nobody does that in world football. When you get the ball, you move. You move.
My guy.
Don't be steady. Pass the ball. Pass the obvious ball. Sometimes they will wait and pass it. Wait. So these are some of few things I think they should work on. Those few things and talk to themselves.
For free. I tell you this for free. Eric Shell will not play that guy. Except Nigeria is maybe ahead. Eric Shell will not play him. Just mark my word.
But that's for that show, but that is a problem. He just needs to play purposeful football. He's the kind of guy that
skill is good. If you're inside a team, they also need to be very intelligent.
No, I'll give you.
If I was part of that coaching team, know what I'm going to do. I'll go and get the rule of the FIFA rule, the rule game. And every evening after lunch, we'll do coaching on different things that the referee will do. Referee will blow for you. And coach them how to play into the referee's side. That's the work of the psychology. This is what not psychology. This is what Argentina. This is what people. That's what they do. They sit down and say, if we do it like this, this is what the rule says. So the players need to understand what the referee sees. See the game from the point of view. Yes, the players like Ejuke now. He can take that as a, he's calling it the dark arts. That's why you play Argentina. They will find a way to beat you. Not that they are the best. They will find a way that way to beat you. So if we add that to our game, I tell you, they will go far.
I think when you're talking about it, we need to understand. When I saw that dribbling, the showbooting he did, I remember JJ Okocha very well when he started, and how we used to have problem with Westerhoff. I mean, Westerhoff was not even putting in the defense level. Westerhoff would even prefer to play Thompson Olia or Mutu Adekpoju something.
Exactly.
And if you remember our goal against Argentina in USA '94, you could see that it was Samson Siasia or somebody that intercepted the ball in the midfield. Look at the way himself and Mokashi Rashidi Yakini tore down the whole Argentina defense with fast break, speed, dribbling, and everything. Imagine if you were to have an Ejuke who would dribble one person, dribble another person, and then by the time he tries to balance himself, the Argentines have already recovered. I think also too, it has to do with the patterns. I mean, the kind of players we have currently now, and also with the pattern of play the coach would want to play. So I think one of the major problems I've always seen with these Super Eagles, I mean, it's not really a problem, but it's something they can work on. But I think under Eric Schell, it has gotten better. Is these are, what's it called, slow progressive play. You know what I mean? They just knock some balls around the box 18, and then they will launch a long ball. And if you watched it, that was how we actually played the Congo'S. Because we don't really seem to be very decisive. Carry the ball, face the opponent, go for that fast break and those kind of things. And
we will get there.
Huh?
We will get there.
And I hope Eric Schell will be able to help us resolve that, particularly in the midfield. So for me, I would see one of my major concerns for that team. And let me not even talk about the defense. Still remain in midfield. I mean, any team that has a very good midfield, if we play against them, I think if care is not taken, we might struggle. I hope Eric Schell finds a way to actually fix the problem in the midfield.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Let me let you guys go now. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Pictures from that game against DR Congo, I think they did just enough to, be where they are. We'll wait to see. People are saying law is law. Let's wait and see if law will favor Nigeria. But you have a case and I have a case to the law, but we did ourselves what happened to us, So because
I agreed.
I think this thing was in our hands. We played with it, the qualifiers were not serious, and you reap what you sow. I must say thank you so much, guys. Let me let you guys go now. Thank you
so much. Thank you, Ovie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'll come back tomorrow. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys around again. Yeah, so that's it. Woo, what a conversation, guys. That was a long, long talk, you know. Thank you so much to all the guys that joined the conversation. I appreciate you guys. Lexi, I see your message. The link is right here on YouTube. If you can get on YouTube, I would like to talk to you because you've been saying you want to come on. The link is right here. Just click on the link. Let me see if I can put it up for you again. Unfortunately, there are loads of messages tonight, and I can't start, reading all of them. But I appreciate all of you guys sending me messages. I will see if I can, just put them out here so people can get to see them. But it's just so much. Lexi, I can see you on TikTok. I see you on Facebook. Come on YouTube and click on the link. I'm gonna put the link again. Get on YouTube. Proudly Austin. Come on, I'm waiting for you. Come on, Lexi. So check the comment section. I'm just pasting the link right there now, just for you, Lexi. So get into the room. I'm gonna be here for 5 more minutes waiting for you. The link is there. That's the link. Let me put it. See, that's it right there. I put the link. So click on that link, Lexi. Let me hear what you want to talk about. I'm still hoping to speak with you. Yeah, I'm waiting. Come on. You're on TikTok. I can't talk to you on TikTok. I can talk to you on YouTube. Yeah, because I'm live streaming on TikTok with a different device. But on YouTube, I can bring you on and the other guys can watch you. Yeah, let me see if I can just go through 1 or 2 or 3 comments. Wow, you guys, thank you so much for the love. Osas, you also wanted to join. I pasted the link right there. That was how the other 4 guys, joined the conversation. Just roll through the comment section. You see Congo'S found to have used cheated players against us. Then we should try to be politically correct. They are stripped of their qualifications. Mark, please, why still no Q&A with our coach to explain the team selection? They will tell you they are focused. They are focused on the Afcon, so they don't want to talk to the media. Fago impressed me for the few minutes he had. Yeah, Fago was very decent. Yeah, very, very decent. I agree with you on that. Let me see. The whole of Africa would have been against us if Nigeria had been a country in the eyes of the storm. It is not a pity party case for the NFL, but to call for integrity in Africa football. You hope you remember that Burkina Faso, they are still pissed. Burkina Faso still feel cheated that FIFA favored Nigeria to go to the playoff. So we can't win all the time. Whenever I say these things, some people are coming at me that Austin is not sounding like it's not deep, it's not Nigerian. You need to bring the balance. So because I'm Nigerian, I should not put balance to it. I should just only speak for Nigeria. Lexi, I see you. Thank you so much for coming on. Yeah, let me bring you in right away, and then right after your conversation, we will go off this long talk that we've been having. So Lexi, you need to sit down. Yeah, I'm watching you. When you're ready, I'm going to come bring you on. Meanwhile, player to watch is Salim Fago, Taiwo Konade. I see your comments. Let me bring on Lexi. Woo, Lexi, finally you made your way here.
I had to. Good evening, sir.
It's good morning. It's 3 a.m. where I am. Good to see you. Where are you based?
I'm presently in Houston. I'm in the US.
Oh, nice. I do this show for my US and Canada people and Australia. Thank you so much.
It seems you've forgotten, but of course I know you have a lot of people coming on. So
yeah.
I guess you've forgotten. I was the guy that told you that I grew up watching you, like back in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
As a small boy, I grew up watching. Your voice was that popular then,
I feel blessed.
I told you I did my UEFA badges in the UK.
Fantastic.
But
I remember you now. I remember you. Nice one. And I said we should start doing things that,
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm struggling to hear you. I don't know if it's my setting.
It's your setting. I hear you loud and clear. We all can hear you loud and clear. It's your audio. My audio is fine. Nothing can go wrong with my audio. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Oh my God, I can't hear you.
Oh, sugar, we hear you clearly. We're hearing you loud and clear. Unfortunately. Sorry, Lexi. Sorry, he's been trying to join forever. And now he has joined and this thing is not letting him. Sorry, Lexi. Will this DRC saga affect their players' eligibility in the current Afcon because more sanctions were imposed? And they might even lose most of their games based on these circumstances. Yeah, but that's their problem. They need to deal with it. Nigerians are just hoping that everything goes wrong against them so Nigeria can go to the World Cup. The acts of DRC can be cross-referenced by other players in the past that violated some rules of the game and indeed punished by their acts. Ooh, Nameka, the rule of law cannot be compromised. The law is the law and it violated across fine, penalty, sanctions, and all that. I see you, Lexi. I want you to put your phone in landscape. Let it be landscape. Let it not be vertical. Go to landscape so you can fill up the screen. Just do your auto rotate. Just let it look like a TV. I'm watching you. When you do it, I'm going to bring you on. If you can't do it, I can let it pass. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's what I want. That's it. Your light. Good. Okay, let's have that conversation and wrap this up.
I don't know if you could.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, fantastic. Let's wrap this up in 3 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, so there are some things I won't be able to say online because I want to go to the gutters now. I'll be relocating like full time back home, sometimes ending of January. You know.
All right.
See, I'm a young person, but I understand the place of activism, politics, and technocrats, and all these three goes together. All the three go together. There are changes you want to make. Let's say we're a group of 10 people and we want to effect change in as regards any matter or public issue. That's why I don't want to say much online. We need proxy friends in government. We need proxy friends in the finance houses. And like my late dad would say, that during their time when they are going on a protest, they always divide themselves into groups. There is this particular group that their work is to get ready. Once the face of the protest are arrested, they take over. There is this particular group that their work is to take care of those that will be arrested, that they always prepare for eventualities. You know, in Nigeria, the oil sector, there is a cabal in the oil sector. There is a cabal in the sports sector. We're talking about football. You of all people, you know that what happens to the Ijaws? I'm from the Niger Delta. I know the fishes we have over there. When I mean fish, I know when it comes to swimming, the talent we have over there. Nigeria is nowhere to be found in swimming. Is it the MotoGPs of this world that we cannot do in canoe? I grew in the north. When it comes to driving, I know the billion-dollar industry that could be gotten from that place. Is it the basketball and the others? You know, so we cannot, us in the diaspora, we cannot effect change. Kudos to all the effort because activism is good. But I'll borrow the words of Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo said something, I think in his first tenure, when he was nominated for minister under late President Buhari. He said something on the seat on the stand of the National Assembly that he got to realize that what 30 years activism cannot do for you, you can do that 1 week if you are in government. So like I said, I don't want to say much here. I sent you a message. I said I have a 7-year plan to actually get the geopolitical zones Nigeria working. See, I'll just summarize now. I think let me use 30 seconds. The problem of football and sports in Nigeria is not one-dimensional. It's not just one dimension.
Yeah.
We don't have, with due respect, and this is not me trying to bash them, right? It's what they have that they are working with. There is no coaching education in Nigeria.
That's right.
Whatever you see come out of Nigeria is talent. There is no coaching education in Nigeria. One, we can talk about the regulatory body, which we are all tackling now. It's one of the problems too, because there needs to be that enabling environment. There is no coaching education, and there is no, with due respect, the whole of the Nigerian Premier League does not play structured football. The whole. Wow. You're going to watch them off the ball, on the ball, in the defensive third, in the mid third, in the final third, on the ball. You can't tell which shape they are taking. Even with the camera, you'll be confused because they don't play structured football. Do you blame them? There is no incubation. We don't have the incubation ground. Football has metamorphosed into a science now. That is why a Venezuela will hold a Brazil to a draw, because there is a science aspect of football that has now come about, and Nigeria is still playing football in the art days as pure talent. There is an amalgamation of the science aspect and the art aspect. So this is all I can say here now. But I would love to talk to you privately. I will take that to show you my roadmap.
Send me a message on TikTok, okay? Or Facebook. Just send me a message. I'll see. We'll catch up. I have to run now. It's morning here already. Thank you so much. I see your thoughts are really deep. We can do one or two things together. Let's get that conversation going. Thanks so much, Lexi.
Okay, I'll drop you a message. I dropped some already.
All right, drop me a message. I'll reply you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Woo, you guys, you know your football, you know your sport so well. I appreciate all of my followers. So before we go, you know the drill. I need 10 persons to like this video and subscribe on YouTube and tell me I've liked the video and I've subscribed. I want you to tell me I've liked the video and I've subscribed. Let's do that. I need 10 people on TikTok. Let's get it active. Let me read some comments on TikTok. Let's get our page active. TJ, thank you so much. I see you. You've been busy. Lexit was busy on TikTok and then came to join us on YouTube. I appreciate you. Let's leave protest for sure, my brother. It's okay if you want to protest in a very light way, professional way. I think that's the way we can get our football, going steady, going strong. Then we have to do it. Guys, thank you so much. I was supposed to have Tijani Babangida today, but I did not plan this live. You guys deserve to hear from an ex-international. So I still say I have to get William Troost Ekong, I have to get Ahmed Musa'S, just so you guys hear from them. But I'm just so busy these days. So I'm going to try to see if we can do it tomorrow. Charles, I'm about to close and you are coming now. Charles, we've been here for 3 hours going, and you're just joining. Sugar. Charles, okay, Charles, let me see your face. I have to see you. It's a bit dark. Stay humble. Goodness. You guys, not now. Not now. How am I going to take all this stuff? You know what? Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. I got to run. It's almost 4 a.m. in the United Kingdom. If I start this conversation now, Charles, and then stay humble, it's going to drag us. So Charles, tomorrow, you know what? Right after my channel's TV show, this one I need to do it for you guys. Right after my channel's TV show, that will be 10 p.m. Nigerian time, 9 p.m. UK time. I'll come back. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It will be nice. Let me run. And guys, tomorrow we're going to start fundraising. We'll need to do a lot of super chats because it's you people that will take me to the Afcon. So tomorrow, bring your tithes and offering. It's the super chats that will rain on the chat because yeah, we need to put up some support out there to go to the Africa Cup of Nations. Oh my goodness, nice one, people from Thailand. Wow. What's the time in Bangkok? Thank you so much. Jesus. Oh wow, nice. Thank you so much. I like it when people join me from places that I don't expect them to be watching me from. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. What time is it in Bangkok? Tell me. So guys, don't forget, let's do it tomorrow. 10 p.m. Nigerian time, 9 p.m. UK time, right after my channel's TV show. I'm going to try and come on. Please try bring me Obi Mikel. I don't know about Obi Mikel. It's not that. Kelvin, thank you so much for your comments. Thanks so much, Nameka, for your comments. Thank you, Lexi, for joining. Thank you, TC. Thank you, Ovie. Thank you, Mr. Henry. Thank you so much, all of you guys. Don't forget, let's do it again tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll get proper into the Afcon conversation because the Super Eagles will touch down in Fez. So there should be some talking points out of that one. And if the media officer is available also, I'll have a chat with him. It should be fun. I appreciate the love. 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Are you feeling the fever already? That's what I was asking on YouTube, you know. On TikTok, straightforward is Nigeria's 2024 Afcon preparations. We talked about that friendly game against Egypt. The Super Eagles lost. But I was asking, were there positives in there for Nigeria? Did you see positive? Do you think that Coach Eric Sekweshel can look at that game and say, okay, we can do this, we can do that with this team? Some of you guys thought Nadia had a great game. You know, the few of thought that Salim Fago for the 10 minutes or so that I played, he also impressed. Yeah, I've got people also saying Chidera Ejuke did this and that, but some persons also feel that he had a good game. We questioned the goalkeeping options that Coach Eric Shea went with. You know, it's been fantastic conversation with you guys. I always love it, you know. And then we talked about that DR Congo'S uppercut to the NFF saying, play football, don't use the back door, you know, and all of that. That's our world of sport. It comes with so much drama, so much conversation, so much talking points. Guys, it's now 4 more days to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. I'm still asking that big question. Can the Super Eagles win the tournament in Morocco? Do they have the right mentality? Do they have the talent? Let's keep that conversation going. That's what I want to do. I'll see you guys around again.